Here we do have Siegfried versus Sandalphon to start us out. Here we go, game one.
Icebound so far starting off strong, putting JustSongo into the corner. Brave counter finally spent, reset into mid-screen, cracking.
Yeah, you can see that Songo is just trying to find their footing, not get pushed to this corner, but it seems to be happening slowly but surely. Gets the big jump in order to reset back to mid-screen.
Yeah, both of these characters being adjusted, someone in the most recent patch, Siegfried getting tons and tons of buffs, while Sandalphon kind of getting a bit of a rework on how some of his elements work, like his Earth Fireball is completely reworked, as is his Water Fireball. A couple of new properties as well to his wind movement. But so far we're seeing JustSongo content to stay in the light form, catches with the ultimate skill, gets the wall bounce, and converts into a round one victory.
Yeah, it seems like both those Brave counters utilized from JustSongo were for good reason. I was a little bit anxious given that like they had the life lead, but they were just one false move from potentially dying, especially if they had Siegfried, right? But no, they played the neutral game strong and gave the whole third round into that round.
Brave counter, don't want to hold the pressure there. Wake up DP. Neither side really wants to respect the other, but a massive jump heavy actually whiff punishes JustSongo, giving Icebound a corner combo.
There it is. Oh, tried to go for the day zero. JustSongo familiar with that unblockable setup. Gonna get straight out of there.
Yeah, it's kind of like the fact that once you know, there's sort of like never a great opportunity to bust out with the unblockable tech there. Hence why I think Cygames and Arc System Works try to buff that move to have armor, but we'll see if Icebound uses it in that regard. Doesn't even have the chance as JustSongo takes game number one.
Yeah, I mean, the round two looked even more convincing than round one, right? Round one was kind of shaky, a couple of lost neutral sequences, and was able to get back on the feet courtesy of some smart Brave counters. This time around, it seems like Songo has really come to fruition in terms of the game that they're trying to implement.
I think I do want to highlight, though, is sort of the difference in experience between these two players. Icebound playing in almost 500 events, 2,001 matches played, which, you know, still climbing as we speak right here. JustSongo, though, only 18 tournaments to their name on this account, with 93 matches, so even so, JustSongo starting off really well against Icebound. Currently is pretty low life on this Sandalphon. Activates the wind element, but it gets anti-aired by Siegfried's blessed 2H.
Indeed, yeah, and I mean, you were noticing that there hasn't been too many elemental switches. I feel like with a character like Sandalphon, it'll be interesting what the future of this character is, because him having the 4 forms would be cool if he's forced to switch through all 4 of them, but see if JustSongo will be committed to that life from here on out, but... Yeah, reversal. Counters yet again. Can't quite find the pressure sequences they're looking for. Icebound able to throw out of it.
Get the knockdown. Trying to go for the stagger pressure. Icebound respects it. Finally, Brave counters. Only 1 point left, so at this stage, they take an extra 30% damage, which will come into a little bit of effect right there. Not able to get the full sin mech. The backdash, though, against the throw. We go for the 2U sweep to regenerate with this Super Skybound art. 2 Brave points and strip 2 away from JustSongo. Look at the damage!
Absolute insane amount of damage implemented there. Icebound just looking to chip away pretty much anything they do. You have no bravery points. That fireball just barely dissipated right in front of their face, but I think Songo still felt the pressure, still felt inclined up back and got EX anti-aired for their troubles. What a round.
Yeah, incredibly smart there from Icebound, seeing JustSongo took to the skies, and once you go airborne, there are some moves like DPs that you can't block in the air, so Icebound busted out with that one, but you busted out one too many times, the DP on the block string whiffs, but JustSongo doesn't complete the full punish combo, and both sides are completely aware that the other side wants to use these reversals, baiting each other out. Icebound with a small life deficit. JustSongo, though, loses control of the neutral thanks to that ultimate fireball.
Ooh, I just went straight into that far heavy. Yeah, I was hoping it would be a little bit more, but we couldn't get that knockdown. That was probably an inputted Brave counter, not quite in block stun quite yet. So JustSongo, I'm going to SSBA with this. You better believe it.
Yep, extra 50% damage since Icebound has no Brave points to their name. The Lost Paradise, not enough to actually get the kill. Still, you just need 2 more interactions. One to set up chip kill, the other one to actually implement it. But JustSongo trying to play this maybe a little too slow. Brave counter, Not able to reach with that. There it is. We have the chip kill opportunity now set up. JustSongo waits a moment. Might have been anticipated. Icebound running up and going for a reversal. Blinks in that moment. Gets caught by the sweep. And Icebound finding victory at chip kill range.
Man, and he might have hit the nail right on the head there. JustSongo was obviously recognizing the opportunity that they had in front of them, right? Just needing Icebound to block anything at all. But maybe just a little bit too lost in thought of what that anything should be. Icebound able to run up and take advantage of the situation.
Sides trading. The DPs are successful in this round. Very successful.
That kid.
Anything you could do, I could do better.
Right. Okay, swinging away. Not allowing for that run-up game to be so easily procured by Icebound as JustSongo pushed over the corner. The interruption on the fireball, I love that.
Trying to poke out right now. All these ladder bracket matches are first to 2, unless something's changed since I've last been around. So both sides sort of fighting to try and get that important win. After all the wins count up to help you make a run into that top 8. And there it is. We run up with the 2U. It's final game, final round for our first match on the stream.
What an intense tug-of-war of resources between these two. They're going brave counter for brave counter, reversal for reversal, old skill for old skill. They seem to be matching each other's page and trying to come up on top in terms of that momentum. Early spot dodge down. This is the damage we were looking for earlier. Look at this. Nearly half their life bar, combo limit. So can't get all that they were looking for, but still the damage is done.
Getting a catch as well. Short little combo. Fire element is applied, but we get intercepted by that 5 heavy, as well as the dash 6M. JustSongo now trying to get in there. Icebound spends the break point. Does not want to hold the plus frames. Oh, we must have lost Paradise. Is it close enough? What am I saying? It's a laser. It's not the cinematic hit, but it does stop the pressure. Wind affinity added, so now we get air dashes. But JustSongo whiffs the normal, gets punished by that standing heavy. Nice. Up against LOKKY. And it's another Sandalphon, our second one of the stream, up against Grimnir. And Belial fan starting off strong here, going immediately into the fire element.
Starting off strong, but not starting off with Belial, so I have a slight disappointment, but I can only be proud of the sequences that they've been able to gather thus far. They are putting on a hurting. Wow. Really only like 15 in-game seconds. We're already at a, guess for game scenario.
Right, again, one of the strengths of fire. It does so much damage. And oh, do we wait for LOKKY to get just a little bit too close. Bust out with that DP. Blowing him up on that run-in. So, dominant start from Belial fan. Let's see what LOKKY's got.
Oh my gosh, the backdash bait. You can tell that LOKKY was probably buffering, and again, that brave counter was not in blocks then. Belial fan, just seemingly an unstoppable force at the moment.
So, but we do bust out with that DP. In my data, these two have yet to encounter each other in a bracket, so that keeps things a little bit interesting as two players are getting to know each other. Setting up the Grimnir mix. Immediate brave counter on that jump heavy meaty. Throw comes through, gets for game situation, just trying to find the chip, and we do get a counter hit. Punishing that spot dodge, and Belial fan immediately goes up 1-0.
Yeah, I love the utilization of that double O fireball as well, right? It's from a range where it can be kind of hard to react, so if they block twice, they're going to be in chip range. Just Belial fan, not afraid to spend those resources.
We got the seals, but they're on the wrong side of the screen. Wow, what a spot dodge against that brave counter in the middle of the triple strike sequence. Another throw comes through. Look for stagger pressures, triple strike overhead. LOKKY finally finds the way out with the DP.
Ooh, okay. Able to make contact with those seals on the other side of the screen. But just with the air that ended up being really painful off the counter hit float stance.
Wow, run up throw actually catching LOKKY unawares, and we bait out the DP this time around as Belial fan so quick to make these accurate reads. Just need one more round and we're all of a sudden going to be back in the waiting room action.
I think so. I mean, the only way I could define Belial fan's playstyle at the moment is confidence, where it seems like LOKKY still trying to find their footing. I mean, just look at that. Wake up reversal. Just been so right on so many of these calls. Going to be able to get a confirmation post guard press. Into the corner we go.
Yeah, with plus frames right there. LOKKY got counter hit, so try to contest in some way. Blockout's not going to be punished. Belial fan just needs one more hit, has the resources to get the kill with the Skybound art afterwards. Takes the brave counter, runs up, gets the throw, and with the extra 30% damage that LOKKY was subjected to.
Shmurtle versus Gbhforever.
All right, let's get this on. It is a Lowain versus Beelzebub. And Lowain getting a couple of nerfs in this most recent update. Like, you know, the ultimate wheel finally not being a unintended reversal option of sorts, but Lowain still having tons of incredible tools to his name. Right? The brain wants to say Belial, not Belial, that was just in the previous game. I want to say Beelzebub got something, but I can't remember what exactly, if anything it was. Oh, I think it was a bug fix. Maybe that's why. If he's remembering it. Here we go, those juggles. Shmurtle having a party.
Yep, all the loops. That was quite the life lead, but that could change in an instant. Loving the side swap route that GBVSR has been able to find here. Has some resources to spare in terms of bravery points and meter. The Brave kind of try to escape.
Going to catch, send them back, using the flies in the 5v. We go for that throw. Shmurtle trying to bust out what I think was ultimate wheel. I saw the whistle being blown to call in the boys, and just got scooped for that one. Forever taking the first round with a comeback.
It all happened so fast. So just, you know, in one moment pointing out the resources that Forever had, and then in the next moment they were all spent, and it was a round one for them. And now we're on the other side of the screen. Forever did take the pace early on. Ooh.
Oh, DP's baited, and so now Shmurtle working on their own comeback here. With the side swap. Actually, so this gives up the corner, but you do get them full confirmed. Because we didn't have the cooldown there for Awesome Sauce, we didn't get the ultimate critical hit with an enormous ground bounce. Just like that, Forever put Shmurtle away, saying never, never, ever, ever you gonna take me down.
I'm loving it. Yeah, Forever just really cycling through the options quite a bit. There was a couple of sequences in that last round they just played that had me a little bit nervous, like doing the 5U and teleporting themselves into the corner and then immediately going for that reversal. It seemed like it would be a recipe for disaster, but no, we're still able to come out on top. We do head to the room and we do find the switch. There's Belial being picked here for Shmurtle.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
All right. Oh, Rocket, this fit for Belial too. I like that fit. And what a reaction to the Karma. Just busting out the Nostrovia for the DP, but Granblue also applying their own pressure. It's the first Brave counter being spent by Shmurtle. Interrupts the ultimate skill with the 6XL. And Shmurtle winning out on the Footsies War right now. Ooh. Yep. Plus on whiff.
Capitalize, seize the moment here. A lot of spot dodges coming into play from GBVSR. Yeah, I'm noticing just a huge amount of spot dodges and rolls, which are great mechanics that you should use in their relevant categories. But just like as a core defensive option, they can have some recovery, so they come with some risk.
Yeah, they're sort of like knowledge check answers to various situations where, against some moves, they are a critical part of your defense, and against others, they're just asking for you to get set up for failure. And damn, speaking of asking to fail here, Shmurtle with that whiffed heavy DP. You guys gets punished a little bit, but Forever not quite completing the full combo, so some damage left on the table. Both sides are trying to get their pressure started here, Atkins.
Yeah, you see Shmurtle sweeping away, but Forever responding with the reversal. Back into the corner that we go, potentially. Ooh, the stare down. That was the most amount of standstill that I've seen from both combatants thus far in this game itself.
Nice spot dodge. We're able to stop the approach with the 5L. Shmurtle spends another 50% meter, getting nothing for it, and now Granblue with Black Fly should be able to zone out. Belial catches the approach with the low, closes it out. So this is set point now for GBVSR. Shmurtle starting off aggressively with that 6-6L to start their offense. Going to take Forever into this corner. Safe jump setup.
Simply catching an up back or something into that effect from GBVSR on defense. The vacuum. Okay, yeah, I know your plus. Get me out of here.
That's roll again. We side swap Shmurtle win for the Brave counter, but it was an empty jump, so we saw the start of a Raging Strike instead. Now Shmurtle has to find their way through. Brave counter's off of that plus frame dodge kick. Just close enough, and great awareness to go for the ultimate fireballs, trying to maximize his damage. Is it enough? No. Now you got to make sure you find the next hit. You do with the EX command throw, busting it out of the last interaction.
I mean, that's always the best point to bring it out when your opponent least expects it, and that was just beautifully executed. Shmurtle, this Belial counterpick, seeming to have a great effect on the match. We're tied up on 1.
2XL, leading to a full combo, and because Beelzebub is in the crouching animation, you get some slightly better confirms. Now Shmurtle takes forever into the corner, sets up with the Oki. Ooh, things are getting scrambly though.
Just a bit. Okay. Yeah, you can tell they're just trying to control this zone that they have GBVSR in, where there's no opportunity to walk back, just begging for a whiff, able to find it off the walk back shimmies. No full combo, can't get the knockdown.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure if the 2M was what we intended to press or if the height was just wrong. We spot dodge, avoiding actually the break counter thanks to that medium DP flying so far ahead. And then coming back down with those plus frames, there's an unfortunate intersection of 2 options for forever. And now Shmurtle, again, starting off with a strong round start, but ooh, he mashed out, not falling for the reset.
Indeed. Ooh, I wonder if that was supposed to be a dive. That was an awkward, very high jump off to the GBVSR.
Trying to manually input the Tiger Knee motion in order to get that special move to come out. Oh yeah, now you get throw punish for that. One of the nerfs from Belial from several patches ago. The man throw does connect yet again. Good grip of damage. Shmurtle though, 2 brave points, spends 1 now. Connects to that 2M, and the command throw still lands despite the counter hit adding extra hits done. Oh, 6XL, you could kill here.
Should be SSBA to seal the deal. Yeah, keep it simple. Shmurtle, the Belial coming out when it was needed the most, and it's gonna be a W.
Sandalphon, hold up.
Battle 1.
Yeah, the past couple of times I've seen Ryazo enter these, they've been really dancing around the character select screen. I mean, like, it was around a month ago, but the last time I saw Ryazo play, they were mostly using EX Grand. So, like, really all over the place as of late, but obviously known as one of North America's best in this game.
Got 3rd place and was the highest placing American at the BraveCreature World Tour in 2025 iteration of the tournament. And now we're seeing BraveCreature getting off to a pretty good start, putting Ryazo into this corner.
Ooh, okay. They're gonna fight their way out of this corner positioning. Shaking blows here at the moment.
Plus frame. Ryazo now at death's door.
Oh my gosh, the willingness to just run up and wait it out. BraveCreature feeling the pressure, ends up going for a very risky action as Ryazo will be able to capitalize. We're back in this.
Yep, pixel perfect right here. Ryazo not quite in chip kill range. Catches with the 2M. Not able to get the full confirm of the kill. Sees the DB bust out, reacts with their own, punishing BraveCreature, and what a comeback from Ryazo. That's why they're one of the best in the biz.
Indeed. It can be sometimes hard to recognize the risk reward of your actions when you have such a dominant life lead and you just need to make your opponent block something, right? And I feel like it was kind of getting to BraveCreature's head in that moment. Hopefully it doesn't get to them too much as they still have some more rounds to play, but Ryazo pushes to the right side of the screen here.
Yep, has that fire affinity on as well, so plenty of damage. We mistimed the throw. BraveCreature gets an opportunity, and Ryazo says, no, this is what was supposed to happen. My throw was supposed to hit you.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Alright, Ryazo up game 1. Trying to put him in that second round. You see BraveCreature trying to reclaim what they once had.
That TP again, Ryazo just not dealing with any of those flips. BraveCreature does win out in the Clash War with just the right cancel at the right moment. Ryazo gets a combo, tries to reset pressure, looks for a better starter. These slow stagger paces.
Okay. Putting on the old skill, looking for EX flip, anything. Ryazo just not flinching, completely unfazed.
Clash, and damn, okay, BraveCreature, ready with those throw clash. Here we go, gets another hit, puts Ryazo into this corner, once again in control, but Ryazo finds the perfect timing to press, resulting in BraveCreature's defeat.
Battle 2.
It was a valiant effort for BraveCreature, right? They really trudged their way from one side of the screen to the other. Got rewarded with that corner, was trying to take advantage of the situation at hand. Ryazo able to find that clutch counter poke. One round away from being able to take it as Ryazo. Oh, the wake up button.
Okay, BraveCreature. From mid-screen into the corner. Routing just like the Legend Zerom does. Oh, we catch. Not able to fully get it confirmed, but still not a bad spot to be in until Ryazo has you in the corner. Get the side swap. Bait out the Brave counter as well. BraveCreature finding a groove for themselves here. 6XL, that's going to be a whiff, Butter Jackins.
Beautiful stuff. Just need to seal the deal from here on out. Raging Strike, Raging Chain, whatever you'd like. BraveCreature on the board.
Battle 3.
Final round situation. Fighting for, well, not the tournament life. We're in the ladder format, but a win would be nice altogether. They do add up, so.
Yeah, and when it comes down to it as well, there are various tiebreakers. One of those sort of being game counts, right? Like if you're someone who's tied like 7-0 with someone else 7-0 and they got more 2-0s than you do, that could be the difference between getting a 3rd seed, 4th seed, right? Or maybe even more dramatically, the 4th and 5th seed, you know, the cutoff between winners and losers side. BraveCreature dropping the full combo, takes the second game off of Ryazo. I'm impressed.
There it is. They've really come into their own here. Do we go to room? Yeah, that was a very quick back to room, but it doesn't look like it might be a character switch. Oh no, that's Siegfried. Excuse me. No, Sandalphon. I'm going crazy. I'm losing my mind.
I mean, most of the time, right, you see someone go back to the character select that fast. It's, you know, you anticipate a character swap, but maybe just changing the stage, actually, because looking at things, I think BraveCreature is from Mexico, and so there could be like a bit of a connection issue, and Ryazo is just going to a stage that has a little less input lag, potentially.
Sure.
Or just changing the scenery, right? Just doing something to psych BraveCreature off their game plan.
Either way, it seems to be working out. What a spot dodge from BraveCreature, having the matchup knowledge in order to get out of dodge there.
Applying the pressure. BraveCreature. Very low on life. If you're able to somehow buy enough time, you are in Super Skybound art range, and the meter is slowly generating, so it doesn't matter at the end of the day. Ryazo gets the hit, confirms it with the ultimate skill, does one too many, actually, just pushing BraveCreature across the screen before he's able to get a high enough damage combo to find victory.
Can't block anything else from here on out, and there it is. Ryazo having a multitude of options that could be thrown out, potentially to try to chip out. Able to find one of them.
5L whip punishing, that was crazy from Ryazo. Not too much for it, though. BraveCreature trying to find the next opportunity, and it feels like when BraveCreature is able to get their game plan going, like they understand how they want to run their offense in LOKKY, but getting to it past like this incredibly slow-paced neutral that Ryazo is sort of putting them in, it's just sort of like giving them just enough doubt, and Ryazo, more than comfortable with this situation, finds an explosive opening to get the corner.
Exactly where we want to be. Fire power up, and there's the reversal attempt. I think they're going to get the close button. They end up being a little bit too far away.
Yeah, so a bit of a misspacing calculation there. Oh, nice 5E for BraveCreature. Taking the turn back. Ryazo wakes up with the DP. Knew that they weren't going to be killed by the punish in case it was blocked. There it is. Finds the kill off of our ultimate skills. Vanes?
Among the dozens, potentially hundreds of matches that could happen in this ladder, we just happen to get a Vane mirror coming up for stream. Incredible.
Absolutely crazy. RetroRedux on the player one side with the silver-haired Vane. He said himself that he was honor bound to do the mirror match. That's so sick. Coming up against Meijiro Aki. Let's get this.
That hammer is sick.
It is so sick, man. It's like got like that Thor energy to it.
For real. This is exactly what I would expect from the Vane mirror.
No you, no you, no you, no you.
Okay. Spot dodging through, gets the strike overhead.
What's crazy? This is a run back 2 years in the making. These players played back at the Fire Rail of Fremel, but the 2v2 edition, so they had teammates last time they played, and it was RetroRedux's team that took it 2-0 over Meijiro's team. So now it's personal, no teammates here to carry you now.
The better Vane win.
This is so big. I didn't realize I needed to see this until it started to happen out there. 6XL from Retro, though. Alleviates some of the pressure from Metro. We got the all-for-one shield, one for all.
It is a very interesting mirror to watch, given that they could both threaten that slam, and you can tell that they both recognize the dangers of blocking, let alone getting hit by that move. So it seems like they're trying to find each other's rhythm and when someone's gonna pause and they try to capture some space. So.
Yeah, but the other thing too is that since they both play the character, they understand the strengths and weaknesses. So that's why you see RetroRedux in that earlier corner positioning go for a 6XL to run through the one-for-all shield to attack Meijiro directly. Trying to apply some more pressure right here. Meijiro not really able to press just with that shield floating in their face. Finally, it's alleviated. Destruction energy. Thrown out a few times. Chipping away. The clash. And Retro with the better cancel. But we missed the dash heavy.
Throw it to the corner. Old skill. No, I'm just going to absorb it. What in the world? Oh, my.
Oh, you tried. You tried. Either you released too soon or armor won't save you from being chip killed out.
Oh my gosh, these Titans just clashing directly into each other. Earth-shattering results. And I can barely keep my composure. Those closing sequences of that round were absolutely insane, man.
And Khalil, like a professional content creator, has got that clipped like frame one. Absolutely phenomenal. Again!
Oh my god. No.
Man, like, is it really that bad where you just do one sequence and that's like everyone does the same combo? That's the normies take on it.
Surely.
One of them's
One of them was trying something else. They built a full SBA meter in the time frame that they've taken to do this.
I know, right? They built that full SBA meter twice over.
Oh my god.
It's completely even, by the way. Like, neither are they taking damage. They could. Unironically, the optimal thing may just be to continue this.
It might be. It might be. Like, my head, I'm like, maybe one of them could SBA and it would be able to find a punish, but like, why risk it? What if you're wrong? I don't know. This is.
I am also just. Man, these Vane players are so honored about us. Kazan Kai drops the honorable $89 contribution. Don't encourage this behavior, Kazan Kai.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, of all time, to drop an $89 donation. Thank you, by the way, first and foremost. But like now, like,
they're really just sticking with it. Now the question is, does one of them scum out and try to cancel into something else?
At the last second, that'd be diabolical, dude. There's no way.
There's no way, right? I think Vane players are just too honor bound.
Dude, I think what's even funnier about this is, like, given the circumstances of, like, this tournament, they're still going, even after the time up. Even after the time up, they still had another one buffered in. That's how real it was.
Battle 2.
I can't believe it.
99 seconds of that. And now both of them, unironically, you know, like, it was win-win. They both got around. It's now sudden death.
They just needed to do a 99-second handshake to acknowledge each other. I get it.
Oh my god. This is a handshake with the staring contest built in. With small talk, you know?
They're trying to
RetroRedux, let's do it again! Meijiro's like, no.
Oh,
that almost worked. Okay, Meijiro finds the opportunity to poke back. Trying to close the gap here. Massive anti-air, though, for Retro. A very straightforward confirm would have been all we needed, but alas, we didn't find it.
Whoever acts last. Oh!
Nah, you tried. Retro sees the 5U charge, throws him out of it. favorite players pull up. We got JMAMH on that Ladiva pulling up against Seika on the Beatrix. Let's get this match rolling.
Riding free into the corner. JMAMH recognizes the dangers that lie ahead. Try to brave counter, get out of there.
Yeah, that is the Zeta cosplay for Beatrix, actually. You're so right. I was trying to figure out, like, hold on, she looks like somebody.
Right.
Somebody in this game, though. Seika, though, gonna drop the Skybound art here. Good enough? Yes, okay.
Damn. Not bad. Yeah, Seika just having full control, you know, pushing JMAMH to the corner and not really letting go of that pressure. Beautiful whip punish on the 6XL for JMAMH.
Yeah, look at this, optimizing for corner carry here, going from mid-screen into Seika's own corner. Now JMAMH has strike throw. This is like one of the worst places for you to be in against the grappler. Seika eventually flinches. JMAMH gets the counter hit. The damage is coming through.
Drop kick to the face, not quite enough to do it. Seika still fighting back, finds out the ult to reversal.
Connects. And yeah, there it is, just simple staggers, catching Seika, fidgeting there again. You're always thinking that throw's coming, right? Right, and sometimes the threat of the throw is more important than the throw itself.
True. Absolutely a fundamental fact. Tries to go for that drop kick, not quite going to be able to find the mark, so will be a punish that they have to eat. The BC yet again. That seems to be an instantaneous action from JMAMH, just not wanting to be subject to Beatrix pressure. I get it.
Strong start here for Seika, gonna drop the Skybound art. JMAMH down to the final Brave point, so an extra 30% damage on every hit Seika gets. Ooh, what a risky move there from Seika. JMAMH is gonna get the next opening here. And look at that, I mean, we're practically coast to coast again. Ladiva's got some crazy combo routing these days.
Just trying to walk it down. Get the BC. We're all out of bravery points at this point, but we still have the will to fight. Has cornered Seika, but just riding freeze out of there. Gonna be able to get the EX Fireball in the game.
All right, now there's something I gotta highlight here. That game we just saw Seika took, that was the first game they've taken off of JMAMH in about the 3 sets that they've played. Like, they did not take a set from him starting from 2025 in July. In fact, they played 3 times in that month and did not take a single game. And, well, it's almost been a whole year, and Seika is not the player they were back then, it seems. But JMAMH trying to put Seika back in place after all. JMAMH has the heavy win rate record of 6 wins to Seika's 2 in this head-to-head matchup.
Look at the stats here. JMAMH was trying to have a repeat of history, but it seems like Seika, as you said, it's just evolved. Look at this. Tons of damage off the SBA confirmation. Back into the corner we go. JMAMH has one point available, but those footsies, man.
Yeah, Seika trying to go for that brave counter, just not quite timed right. Yeah, yo, JMAMH! Was that left-right from the grappler at my Granblue? Get out of here.
They would have caught me too. It's always when you least expect it, right? If you don't know the setup, like, it's not your early intuition to be like, I'm going to use the block button here, right? So.
Easy punish here from JMAMH. Again, prioritizing that corner carry. Oh, we finally read that command throw coming through. I don't think JMAMH has been able to land any of those, and yet Seika was ready.
Oh, the backdash and beautiful whip punish on the 6XL. Seika coming to their own here. Strong ground game.
The Fireball gets a hard knockdown. Trying to see if JMAMH will crack under pressure, but no, we are rock solid. Finds the mash as well into a full extension, spending that Skybound gauge to push us a little bit more forward. Oh, what a scary jump. Over the sweep into DB.
Wild. Okay, BC. No more bravery points on the side of JMAMH. We'll see how that comes in. We're just trying to chip away. Seems like Seika even willing to utilize the ult skills.
Getting your time for Delta Clock, but you reacted very straightforwardly to that incoming Thunderbird. And don't forget, like Ladiva's ultimate overhead, not overhead, but headbutt. That's the word I'm looking for. It's been reworked into like a true armor move and opposed to like a gimmicky unblockable. And so it's got some great defensive utility now, and JMAMH put it to excellent use to close out that round.
Ooh, a little bit of space from DM to get that 5-8. Backdashes from the command throw yet again. They have been on point with figuring out these command throw timings. I still don't think JMAMH is going to find one. Uh-oh.
Oh, too soon on that Raging Strike? Looks like it completely whiffed unless... Well, no, if JMAMH had spot dodged it, we would have seen a slowdown effect, so... Seika is an opportunity, spends the final Brave point, so every single hit does 50% more damage. Against a grappler like Ladiva, that's terrifying, especially when you win the throw!
The extra reversal, yeah, just not trying to be under any type of pressure. Even the old skill fireball, Seika has that life lead, but again, just has to play so careful to figure him out.
Yeah, but you can't, you know, wait the clock out for the next 50 seconds. JMAMH slowly walking into the corner. Yuel lunge forward with that riding free, catching JMAMH in the middle of the walk. Excellent slow blade from Seika, gets them another round on the board.
Uh-oh.
Follow-up punished.
Hit it hard there. Oh, okay, we finally find one of these command grabs that JMAMH been looking for all set long. Okay, no cross up, just empty jump low. Trading places, doesn't have to worry about the corner anymore. Yeah, I can kind of recognize Seika's hesitance to kind of throw out these big buttons to cover the mid-range. Ooh, trying to go for the meaty Raging Strike yet again. JMAMH this time firing back with the SBA.
Yeah, Seika trying to go for like these sort of reaction checks, and JMAMH either getting lucky with a mixed execution the first time around, but definitely ready for it on this interaction. Busts out with that reversal. Seika trying to start offense after that Brave counter. Puts the 2U, busts out with the DP, does not want to hold any of this pressure. You absorb the fireball with the headbutt. Lariat to punish.
Knockdown, looking for something more big. JMAMH staying patient. Yeah, this is what I was about to mention on the previous round, that JMAMH's footsies game and whip punish has been insane. Seika went to more of like a special centric playstyle. You see that they're back committed to the buttons, these whips are getting completely punished.
Oh, you walked for it as well, walked right into that normal, and JMAMH is going to continue widening the gap in their win rates.
The character that I feel like has been in the forefront in terms of like our North American meta. We have so many strong ones, Tubby, Sin, and now we see Insaaa. We'll see what they're able to bring with their flavor of the dragon play as we go into the corner.
Gonna pick up there off that heavy breath as well. BasedWaffle stuck in this corner. Insaaa trying to get in. And he's quite successful in doing so. BasedWaffle has to deal with the negative edge lightning. We get the triple strike low to catch and confirm. That's the Skybound art to clean things up. A dominating round from Insaaa.
Indeed, yeah, it's so stressful. You have that lightning over you, and just whatever you want to do, you don't get hit. That triple attack ends up clipping low, big reward, and a solid round started here from Insaaa.
First time these two competitors have played, and I mean, BasedWaffle, I've been highlighting people with like some, you know, newer to the tournament scene. Only 30 tournaments on record for them, so again, another new player pulling up, or newer player anyway, trying to test their own mettle, and so far looking all right, but oh my god, it's a please.
That was cheeky, yeah, the side swap straight off the launcher. Ooh, found that 2M, thought we were gonna get some type of confirm from it, but it's all good. Threatening chip at this point. BasedWaffle is very careful.
Yeah. Have a nice day. It's $300 because we watched two Vanes clash for an entire round.
Konzumkai was entertained.
It was 200 before that. Khalil, yeah, he's complaining. Can I just pay myself out? That's bars, man. All right, BasedWaffle getting a really strong round start here. He needs to find a way to secure it. But Insaaa trying to take control. What a match out, though. Able to check the approach. The wall bounce. Extends the combo. Raging Strike and Chain. I think you get one more rep of it. You do. That's a nice, consistent round for BasedWaffle.
Yeah, beautiful recovery too. What seemed to be a rough game one. It seems like BasedWaffle is still mentally in it. Love to see that. Alright, 6-6 Ellen away. Caught by the old skill dragon.
Sweet. We try to get the pick up, but we actually had frame advantage there. BasedWaffle saw the wish, with dash heavy. Thought that they had an opportunity, but no. Part of the scheme of the ruse. Not the delay, jumping, calling out. That would have worked against Wake Up Brave counter, Wake Up Throw, and, well, Waffle win throw.
Yep. Okay, spot out on the dragon, gets the slam. That running maneuver from Vane does have value even if it is blocked, right? Because just due to the pushback kind of forcing you to that corner, going to be able to find this huge anti-air. Not the full confirmation, but still a good amount of damage here for BasedWaffle.
Pressure here. Drop a Brave counter. Check on the throw, and Insaaa presses the better option with that old fireball. Gets the whip punish as well, and now we're in the corner for the full extension. 100% meter on deck as well. Insaaa finishes the combo with the Skybound arc to work BasedWaffle down to the final break point.
Stressful scenario to be in. Down but not out is BasedWaffle though. Finds the throw tech, needs to find a way to get out of here. Gets subject to the counter hit 6-6-0. Insaaa can confirm and capitalize 2-0 over BasedWaffle.
Right now is Halcione and Kiragaki are pulling on up. It's our second Beelzebub of the stream, but our first Yuel. It'll be fun.
Indeed, indeed. These are two names that I recall you mentioning when we were looking over the leaderboards not too long ago. So I would say this is a pretty impactful match. Whoever's able to win or lose here could be the difference maker in being in that top 8 contention.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Well, round start karma, not quite working out for Kiragaki, but Halcione starting to jump in a little too high up to actually link into their grounded normals. But there it is, like we saw earlier with Belial Vane, busting out the DP against that plus unblock karma.
Yep. Halcione trying to take the fight to Kiragaki early, just a matter of the sequence, which is found himself in the corner, unfortunately. He's trying to fight back. Kiragaki, liking that positioning, gonna go for the reversal to maintain the corner.
Ooh, and this is a run back here. These two have played once before at Paragon Line bracket number 94. This was in December of last year, so just a few months ago. And it was Halcione that took a 2-0 over Kiragaki in the latter portion of the bracket. And Kiragaki's got something to say about that. Taking this first round.
Engage.
Let's see here, Halcione. Yeah, just full gas, no brakes as we dance on him, get to the corner. But Kiragaki showing they're not afraid to utilize those reversal actions if things get too hot.
Pressure, goes low, in the block. Wake up throw. Halcione able to put Kiragaki in the corner now, but we escape with the dive kick. But alas, Halcione just finds the DP whiffing, just psyching out Kiragaki with that tricky movement. And closes it out with the Raging Strike.
Yeah, I really like Halcione's UL philosophy in terms of just like utilizing all parts of the character's kit, constantly doing actions and keeping you on your toes.
And parry on negative frames. That's some RPS after my own heart. Well, we try to evade the flies, but we get caught. Big 2 here for Kiragaki, getting a nice starter in this corner. Optimizing with all the set pieces. Goes low, and Halcione defends. Getting a little scrappy here as Kiragaki still has the corner, but loses it on this interaction here as Halcione gonna get the combo section.
Oh boy. Yeah, looking for some of that slide under nonsense, and Kiragaki was having none of it. The SBA to punish, and she just got nuked, bro. She died, like.
Yeah, and that is Kiragaki's first tournament game win over Halcione. Since, the last time they met it was a 2-0, and so Kiragaki has been putting in some work to level up and improve, and you love to see it coming back to somebody that defeated you and said, listen, I'm not the same player I was back then.
Quite improvement, able to prove it thus far. Kiragaki side swap, prioritizing that corner space throughout the entirety of this set. We're paying off in dividends.
Alright, Halcione bringing the pressure down. Trying to snipe. There it is, the close heavy. And Halcione takes the round back on the board. Things spicy for us viewers here.
Taking advantage of the situation. Kiragaki potentially had an opportunity to close things out there from the double 2A, just a little bit too far to confirm. It didn't do a rage strike or anything, but this time around, amazing round start as we found two extremely impactful hits.
Trying to escape this corner, Kiragaki, excuse me. Maintains offense. Halcione had that Super Skybound on range. Negative into DP. We're doubling down on that RPS. What a chase. Oh, but the reversal throw!
Enough to do it here. More than enough as Kiragaki puts themselves on match point here. Halcione dancing away again, loving their playstyle in terms of opening of options, just trying to make it a quick to a game.
They're gonna jump in, and this time the full conversion takes place. Halcione now has Kiragaki in this corner. What's the Oki's gonna look like? We go into stance, we were able to call up their brave counter, but not the DP that came afterwards.
You teleport.
The walk. The throw. Big opportunity for Kira.
They've been looking for that EX dive time and time again on the throw bait. This time he does find a bait of some kind. Kiragaki running away with the reward. Oh, that was probably a buff from Brave counter. Unfortunate.
That's the second Brave counter in a row that Kiragaki was able to bait out with masterful movement. Just needs to complete the combo. No, the karma doesn't fully connect.
Oh no.
DP. No punish though.
Dude.
Oh, no, Kiragaki, please.
I'm so anxious right now. That could be it. No wall bounce. Oh, the ult kill. Oh, man. There's so many opportunities for Halcione. Right now, it is going to be TiempoGris. Going to be going up against Greg on the Anila. I love Anila.
You and Ryazo. And I love too that we just have someone who's going by Greg.
Right?
It's Greg. Oh, and Sin and Sprite queued in each other? Oh, that has some implications.
That's funny.
Fine. And you would not believe how many people just go by Greg on Start GG. That's kind of crazy, but I found the account.
Dozens of Gregs.
Damn, this is the third time these two players have thrown hands. And this is the first time since 2024. So it's been a couple of years. TiempoGris won both of those sets, so let's see if Greg can say, new year, new me.
Potentially, even if it's the New Year same them, Anila is not a character you're going to very commonly come across, so it'll be interesting to see how prepared TiempoGris is for this matchup.
What a bust out there from Greg, finding the perfect opportunity to mash on Tiempo, gets the full confirm as well. Not going to be enough to get the kill, I don't think, but we're trying.
Combo limit, so all the bravery points are gone. The wake up ults to reversal. Oh, but not close enough for the throw. Just that micro walk back into the 5L. Greg! I don't know why I feel like I would have shouted their name every time, but takes round one.
All right, good start here for Greg. A little bit of a storyline too with the set counts, since first time these two met, it was 2-0 for TiempoGris, and then Greg was able to take it to a game 3 situation at their second encounter at Kirby's Dreamland number 7. So, is it the time, Greg? Are you gonna get the 2-1 victory or the 2-0 victory? I want to see it. I want to see the mirror.
Working on something here. Just a beautiful sequence thus far as they have a little bit over half of TiempoGris' life bar melted. Has his corner position, just bullying with these far L's. Like, daring TiempoGris to try to take some space.
Get the jump in, trying to apply some pressure here. Greg with the life lead. 47 seconds left on the clock, so this match probably not going to go to a timeout, but unless both players' defense holds as well as it is.
Iron walls, both of them. Greg still sitting on the slight life lead, so it is on TiempoGris to make something happen. Gets the low confirmation.
All right, TiempoGris with a big opportunity, going to swing the life totals into their favor. Greg in a guess for game situation. Blocks it out, brave counter, the last point spent. Goes to the cross-up, but TiempoGris ready with that just guard. That's how you know they blocked that manually.
Beautiful stuff. A rough situation for Greg trying to come back from, right? We have 19 seconds, you're fighting for your life, and TiempoGris was nearing the point where they could just take throws and still have the life lead before timeout occurs, so. Ooh. Okay. The hop, able to make it happen. Raging strike.
Yep. Open another Okazemi situation. Tiempo's just going to spend the brave counter to stop it from coming through. Greg now in the corner. Tiempo gets the counter hit confirmed, has full Skybound gauge, and will spend it just to try and start equalizing the life totals, regenerate the brave point they lost. They put Greg onto their final point.
Greg holding out for now. Yeah, only one more bravery point. You can tell that they're hesitant on spinning that brave counter, given what the implications could be, especially if you don't find a knockdown. You just have Beatrix all to the face. Oh!
Oh, but there it is. Tiempo finds the challenge, closes out the round, and takes game one with it, but fiercely competitive between these two. Greg just needs to somehow keep TiempoGris locked down in these situations and maintain advantage. What a jump over the fireball, getting the punish with the JU.
Loving that. Yeah, these little flip out scenarios that Greg's been looking for on OT have been coming in so clutch, right? I mean, Anila has access to hop and that multi-hitting JL right there, right? That can be very useful for those flip outs rather than going for traditional OT, so.
Gris now locked up in this corner.
Oh my.
Yeah, now you're just a mid-dispenser. And Tiempo kind of lets Greg fall into their own rhythm and finds the perfect moment to call it out, but there's the reversal from Greg. Citadel connects. TiempoGris has Super Skybound not available. Delta Clock online as well. Catches both of those out on that combo. Look at that purple Getsuga Tensho.
So cool.
Yeah, oh. Bleach Part 4 coming out this summer. I need to watch the rest of the anime, man.
Yeah.
Damn, run him close heavy slash. That could have been a world ender.
Oh!
2 H's!
Press Venti on the hop. Not the biggest reward, though. So Greg, I mean, maybe okay with that trade. They were able to get out of the corner ultimately, so.
Okay, we catch him walking back. Spot dodging the ultimate fireball. 6XL does connect, though. TiempoGris now taking the life lead. Has Greg locked up in this corner. Oh, it works this time!
Could be curtains all things considered. Raging strike to the SBA. You better believe it. TiempoGris gonna be able to get the 2-0 victory over Greg. I love Greg's tag.
And we got 2 new characters on our screens as well. It's going to be Nier on the side of Beelzebub Jr. The long fallen from grace menace of the first year of Granblue Fantasy vs. Rising up against Katsumi playing the new hotness form of Ilya, dueling guns and seeing some play at the ARC World Tour Finals.
Yeah, very interesting character archetype on Ilsa with those guns. Like, she has amazing full screen presence, and that laser, I think it's that one right there. I think is a big component of her game plan in terms of the neutral game, right? Just being able to instantly cover the screen, having so much projectile durability, and even being able to hit confirm and enhance it for more damage where you see fit is really cool features of the character.
And yo, I mean, Katsumi apparently very, very new the tournament scene, at least on this account that I have, if it's the right one, only a single tournament played previous to this event. So this is the newness of new, and it was super cool to see, but see if I can just double check and confirm it's actually this account or if it's someone different. Sometimes FD Combo does not want to select.
As for Billy Bob is the third, though, it's a solid lead on the round. Let's get opened up. Things can switch up quickly here. Katsumi carrying all the way to the corner.
Battle 2.
Close out.
Engage.
Stop the presses near one around. People losing their minds. Let's see if I can search it this way, because I think something about that username just doesn't want to populate. Or maybe their account isn't integrated. Either way, definitely more than one tournament worth of experience for Katsumi, because they played in Paragon a couple of times over. Oh, only 2 tournaments actually. So they played at Granblue 111 and 112. So this would be their 3rd tournament, actually. That wasn't too far off. Here we go. Billy Bob Jr. under duress right now. Katsumi has the full combo confirmed. Looking clean. Ooh, dropping the missiles. The throw as well. Oh, that's diabolical. Go Katsumi.
Battle 3.
Threading that option when Billy Bob Jr. was on the brink of death. So tons of implication, forcing an action, able to capitalize.
Trying to advance with that. And there it is, right? Finding these hits with the ominous turns. Bob now having to wait for that Love's Redemption regeneration to kick into effect. Does get it. JU, oh, we get sniped though by the little bomb out on the screen. Katsumi now gonna get launched. Oh, and a block button check.
Doesn't end up fatal quite yet, getting chipped away. The Just Defense trying to make anything happen, but yes, just gonna be clipped from death. Those opportunities the third, taking game 1. I think Katsumi's approach to this matchup is very interesting, actually, right? They are trying to play things from a full screen spacing and bait Billy Bob to throw out death. And given that, like, Ilsa has amazing full screen coverage, they just want to see death whiff and then find the punish. And I think Billy Bob Jr. is catching on to that. And rather than just like throwing death out there, they're just running at Katsumi now.
Perfectly timed ultimate misfortune using the parry. Reversal there. What a late throw after you jumped and crossed up. That was kind of diabolical. Regenerating Love's Redemption. It should be online after this block string, but you pressed too soon. It's a massive counter hit. Katsumi going to take you into the corner. And oh, we didn't quite get it. Full confirm here as well. Billy Bob Jr. not quite finishing the full part of that confirm. So some life left, but we do get the punish. It's set point now for Billy Bob Jr.
Battle 2. Engage.
Ooh, out the herb. Beautiful confirmation here from Katsumi. I like that.
Oh, what a shimmy, walking out of throw range, dropping the nukes. Triple strike overhead, but still not finishing these combos and pickups. I mean, it's damage left on the table. Katsumi could have already closed out this round by now.
100%. And now we can do about Junior. Oh, they tried to get one scramble and a half, man. Are you kidding?
Close heavy going the wrong way. Katsumi not reacting in time and gets counter hit by a second close heavy that side corrects. Unbelievable. But despite this spaghetti, Katsumi does win the round at the end of it. But Billy Bob Jr. starting off strong here, regenerating most of that Love's Redemption thanks to that charged 5U. Full pickup here. Gonna get the wall bounce for 1, 2. Excellent management of that Love's Redemption resource. Katsumi now on the defensive, gets the jump and massive opportunity.
Okay, spend it all. They're gonna go for reload. Better believe it. Locked and loaded. Katsumi. Ooh, the JL.
She really stuck out that leg. For real, look at my proportions. Ideal. Walking up few maggots. Oh, jumping again. Out of bullets though, gotta reload.
Oh my gosh, the mine hit. Couldn't confirm anything with it though. Oh boy.
Ultimate skill. I mean, Katsumi's sort of just throwing out options, getting a little uncomfortable in his neutral. Dilly Bob has Love's Redemption, sends out the JU. Ultimate Fatal Waltz. And there it is, staggering into that misfortune, which also served as...
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Here we go.
Lowain here. Both sides sort of just flailing around, trying to find the next hit.
Great.
Okay, no confirmation fully off the jump in here for Solraba. Boot, 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 boot.
Great. Excellent.
Oh, we get the low pickup as well. Counter hit too. Solraba with this starter should be able to get the kill.
Yep, straight into the SBA. Will do it. No Raging Strike necessary. Beautiful recognition off the reset.
Player 1. Win.
Yeah, and I mean, in the beginning sequences, it felt like they were just having a Totugeki off, right? They both have these charge maneuvers that just rapidly cover the neutral game, so...
What a 5U. The clash, the spot dodge from Narango. Things get a little crazy. Solraba finds the Raging Strike. Gonna be a decent starter as Narango just chooses to take the damage, holds on to the brave point, but oh, you stood up. That's how you get thrown. Oh boy.
It's like all it takes is one false move for Solraba to just cycle it all the way to the finish. Well, I was gonna say Narango on the brink of death, able to fight back with some punch 2Ls. Oh! They could have spot dodged. That's so unfortunate. They had the right idea. I think that was a safe jump, but yeah, did not spot dodge the landing, got chipped out.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Yeah, there's one of those situations again, a little bit of a knowledge check, right? We were talking about that near situation earlier, and Narango not ready to deal with Solraba's jumping. As well, plenty of momentum here, busting out, both sides willing to show aggressive defensive choices.
Okay, for things to out of hand.
Passive 2H. Narango is getting the full combo here as well. I think he get a kill here.
Off the SBA, yep, enough to do it. Nice and simple, just some side H loops going a long way here. I don't even know what a needle normal that is. Is that JM?
So it's so weird seeing Charlotta wield an axe.
Right?
You know, I'm just like, that's not what she uses. It's like, hold up, like that's not Excalibur. Like, what kind of barbaric thing is it? But at the same time, it fits so well with her kit, like the way she swings that.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Bro, my spot dodge. Was it a counter hit or a punish? I think Solraba just got caught off guard. Not quite able to get the kill. Narango sends in the sheet. Gets caught by the SBA on Wake Up. Wake Up, Matt, you're insane.
Ooh, probably a misinput. Oh! And getting dicey here.
Spot dodge again. The air-to-air goes Narango's way. Just like that. It's 1-1. One final third game of our ladder bracket.
Believe in victory.
Able to hold tight on the offense here. Solraba trying to be the one that charges first.
Curse clash, but that 2H is absolutely clean. Narango has some of the conversion on deck. Looking for a standing reset. Solraba's trying to equalize the life total, but Narango keeping him at bay.
Oh man, they're having a neutral jump off. Neutral jump after neutral jump. They recognize that both of them are trying to go for those charge maneuvers, but this is Narango capitalize into the corner. SBA. It's enough to do it. I'm surprised. I actually thought it would be a pixel.
Anila's damage certainly getting some improvements over the last couple of patch cycles.
Battle 2.
That point for Narongo. Gets the JU, runs underneath, block button check.
Narongo just polluting the screen with hitboxes, whether it be through JA, Sheep, or the charge maneuver, making it really hard for Soul Robin to navigate. Okay.
Dodge. Okay. Narongo in position, gets the punish. Soul Raba needs to find some opportunity to get in. Tries to use it with the old skill, but no avail. Oh my. Both these characters flying around. The 2U, well spaced by Narongo. The Sheep set up the chip kill, and it's just the JU catching Soul Raba trying to jump out and escape. Narongo.
Believe in victory.
Fantastic Narmaya. I'm used to seeing from Regalia. We see Vikala pulling under there, but last time I got to commentate Granblue, Vikala was a menace in that TNS bracket, and let's see if Regalia can channel that same fury here as we are in our top 8. All sets are now first to 3, so we're in it for the long haul, chat.
The Icky Vicky comes out to play the Kiragaki, seeming to have none of it thus far. A solid start. Has Regalia is back up against the wall. A back throw that I think they just did out of panic. They do lose corner position for that.
It is a defensive option, you know. You see someone running at you, and it's like, don't throw me, please. It is the fastest option that you can press in this game. But look at that Kiragaki able to combo off of the flies, deleting the rest of Vikala's health bar, and looking really strong here in this first round.
I'd say so. Starts out with the vacuum card by Kiragaki. 5 close space. So solid here. Baits out the whiff on the BC.
Spot dodges from Regalia, just trying to avoid some of this chip damage here. They get the double stars. And they find the overhead mix into the visual clutter. Yo, what is this RNG? You got so many stars! That was 3 in a row! Excuse you?
Oh man, looking like the Mario Galaxy movie out here. It's Dragalia, all the stars and galaxies in the universe to make it all align. To the corner we go. Dragalia, excuse me, trying to run away with it.
Yet another star. Oh my god, how many stars have we seen? Doesn't matter. Kiragaki doesn't complete the full combo, drops it, giving Dragalia the opportunity to just try and end this round, and does so with simple mid-screen combo. And I mean, that could have been like game 1 over to Kiragaki, but a huge drop all of a sudden takes us into cursed territory here. Dragalia trying to play the zone game, keeping Kiragaki locked on this ground. And yo, man, seeing Bubs outgunned like this is a rare sight.
Putting a lot of chaos onto the field, making it hard for Kiragaki to navigate. Does find that adorable end here.
Attacking on so much extra damage. Goes with the backdash, trying to get Kiragaki to shimmy. Lay dive kick. We're sandwiched between the cannons, which I can't really interact with at this angle.
Oh no! Oh my gosh, there's no such thing as mistakes, just happy little accidents. The little spike just slowly drifting from across screen and then just firing right into Kiragaki's demise. You can't make this stuff up.
I just said that Dragalia could not interact with those cannons, and then lo and behold, a star bounces into him, and unbelievable. Yo, how? Okay, y'all. Is stars just Narmaya flips for Dragalia? We would count the flips, now we gotta count the stars. This is insane. I have never seen RNG like this.
Okay, get off me. The cannons are right there at the back too. Big implications. Flies to the other side. I thought we were trying to see another Acme moment there.
Acme moment is some bars. That's like the 3rd star this round, bro. I know they've adjusted the appearance rate of various items, but I mean, holy moly. Come on, y'all. Okay, hearts in play. Get the hit though. Yo, that can. Oh my god. From the back. Now, Dragalia, how the hell did you lose 6 sets? What the hell is this?
Maybe they weren't playing Vikala. Who knows?
Who knows, man? Who knows? Check it right here. We do have the smoke bomb. Not gonna do much there, but oh, Kiragaki with the miss-spaced dive kick. Not really gonna find much to it, but finally starting to get a couple of hits. Forcing Dragalia to block. Stop it. Put that star down. Another one.
Woo! comes the club in the end here. Can't stabilize as much as I think they would have liked. The BC knockdown, side swap.
Oh, we're gonna send it out there. It's actually able to reach. And whoa, my god, you mashed heavy. Oh my god, Dragalia, please.
I can't believe it. I thought the BCs would be right around the corner, right? You got cannons, you got resources, like why not just go for the knockdown? But Dragalia had other things on the mind. The things on the mind in question were mashing heavy. You know, that's a winning decision making right there.
Brave counter back. I mean, all this stemming too. I mean, Kiragaki could have gotten that first game, but since that combo drop, I worry a bit about Kiragaki's mental. I mean, you're going up against a bracket demon, and this is all happening to you. And the amount of stars as well that Dragalia's been pulling, it just feels like the whole universe is conspiring against you. So I'm just hoping that Kiragaki can keep this under lockdown, but Dragalia is finding opportunities to mash and get out of it. Ultimate dive kick results in a full combo. You need to make this Okizumi count. You cannot let Dragalia go. Watch for the DP. Brave counter is going to come out first. Second time. Nice. Calling out the throw. Trying to maximize the combo damage. It's going to be around for Kiragaki. Excellent stabilization.
Yeah, they utilized those dives so extremely well. Just looking like that they were going to fall out and then just re-engaging instantaneously. Probably when Dragalia was trying to set up shop, you know, it is probably at the end of the day. So good call for Kiragaki. Ooh, 2+, can't find that throw. Retro sequence cut short there. Ha!
Oh, but look at this. You just overwhelmed in the corner now. Trying to escape. There's a bomb there. A little too soon on the overhead. Whip into DP. You're diabolical. But the cannonball's actually too far behind Beelzebub. So Kiragaki actually able to escape, get the back throw, start a combo right here. Are you able to get the kill?
Looking for it, and that's going to be able to do it. Kiragaki fighting back on the board. It's 2-1 here as Kiragaki is trying to reverse fortune.
All right. Big jump in for Dragalia, calling out that round start karma. 5U gets us across, but we only just get 2 jabs for a punish instead of a full combo. You hate to see it.
The endless cycling of options here from Dragalia, just overwhelming Kiragaki.
But yeah, importantly for Kiragaki here, the cannons were facing the wrong way, so Dragalia wasn't actually able to engage with them, and they're still looking the wrong way. All of a sudden, the tides turn, they're in the right direction, but now Vikala not really in position to throw her items into them. Counter hit. Okay, Kiragaki finally gets a knockdown. Fly's gonna intercept. We extend the damage. Ooh, that was such a scary 5U, like throwing yourself at Dragalia like that, but it works out.
Especially since Dragalia is so good at those checks. Does find a beautiful far 8, gonna confirm into the EX karma for the kill. Kiragaki in this, on the verge of being able to tie this up.
Roll. Hands are coming through the teeth as well. They snipe the dive kick, and Dragalia gets the confirm on the way down, sets up a bomb. So much damage. Chip and otherwise coming through for Kiragaki, but you are up the round, so this back throw is going to be a nice reversal of fortune for you. So Dragalia creates some space. Brave counter's coming through, both sides. 2 points left. A star is stocked for Dragalia, but luckily for Kiragaki, we're actually able to force Dragalia to the other side of the stage so that the star can't interact with cannons before it disappears. But you get another one. Go to hell. I'm sorry, but like, what is this? Oh
my god. In the clouds, in the heavens, and with the stars is Dragalia, it seems, as we're going to be able to get the ult skill knockdown. Cannons are pointed right at you. Don't even need them. Bomb set up. Oh, wait a minute!
You caught that is brilliant. At such a high level of play, everyone is ready to react to that Bub's teleport, and Kiragaki says, go ahead, punish me. This is just a delivery system.
Yeah, we're back to the room. Is Dragalia saying, all right, bro, you got it. Like, it's right out.
Is this it? We're switching to the Narmaya?
The Narm.
Beelzebub versus Narmaya.
First to one Narmaya. That's crazy. And now Dragalia has just, you know, the binding vow here for Dragalia in order to win the set. They need to execute spin, the flip, as many times as they got stars in those 3 games.
The name of the game here. It seems they'll even get an opportunity, honestly. Kiragaki's been on top of their game at the moment. The ult skill flies. No full current combo conversion.
Pushing back right now, we jump over the flip. Kiragaki and Dragalia playing out this neutral. Bust out with the DP though.
Chilling. Throw whip off of the distance. Can't find the punish. Kiragaki still on a life lead, but not in the most comfy screen position. Back up against the wall.
Oh my gosh, the close heavy. Anti-airing Kiragaki. Dragalia, big starter here. Kiragaki onto the last breakpoint. Bot dodge into command throw, and look at that. I mean, Dragalia was ready for every single layer.
That'll do it, man. Yeah, Dragalia. Just like that, one round away from being able to take it off of the NARM switch. Having to make those adaptations. If Kiragaki can make it happen.
Oh, hesitating there. I think we were trying to scout out a DP, but Dragalia alternating with the RPS on defense well enough to keep Kiragaki guessing.
Kiragaki feeling the pressure, just pressing forward, trying to make anything happen.
Plus, good defense, hold, but now Kiragaki spent all of their breakpoints. Every single hit Dragalia gets is extra 50% damage. Not close enough to the corner to get that to link. So now, Kiragaki just has to find a way to open up Dragalia. Baits out the first brave counter, blocks the cross-up overhead, but gets shimmied. Oh, so much damage. You're dead.
Bro, yeah, I was about to say, bro might be dead, man. Gonna go into the SPA, and that is all she wrote. Dragalia with the 3-2 victory over Kiragaki after the clutch and arm switch. You know, I think it just came
their way as it's nothing versus TiempoGris. Another fairly lopsided head-to-head matchup here. These two have played a total of 28 sets with each other. TiempoGris has won 22 of those. Nothing with only 6 wins.
See if that's really gonna happen. First time on this stream, at least, although we did see Ladiva earlier. Nothing is the one that
yeah, JMAMH.
Yep, thank you for that.
Yeah, I got you. Sometimes this old man memory works. Hey, Bub's hairstylist in chat, aka our friend Kiragaki. Stand proud, you're strong. Just be like that, man. I had to. I leaned into it with the binding vow reference, so I had to. TiempoGris though, dismantling nothing.
Here it is, yeah, seems to be continuing on from the legacy of these two fighting against each other. Takes out round 1, 6XL round start. We were headed right back where we ended on that previous round, into the left side of the screen.
Nice DP against the headbutt, making sure. Get the jump in, another brave counter, both sides down to 2 points. Nothing in this corner, we just run up and throw him. TiempoGris. Nah, you wig for that as a meaty? You're insane. I mean, plus frames, so it makes sense.
Maybe back and forth with it a little too. Just trying to tease nothing with the idea that they'll be able to do something. Not the case.
All right. Drops a brave counter. Nothing.
2H?
2H?
That's the last thing I expected.
What kind of Dragon Ball Fighters SOS is that, man? Like, we did that to deal with cross-up. You did that to tech Dragon Rush. What the hell are you doing with that in Granblue? But I mean, who am I to say? Yeah, it worked out. It worked out all right. All right, game 1 to TiempoGris.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to even say what you do as Nothing and Ladiva here to reverse the fortune, right? TiempoGris has just been so confidently able to dictate the pace early, you know, riding free in the way that her specials work, carry to the corner so easily. That Nothing is trying to make sure that's not the case first and foremost. Carrying on the pressure puts anti-air.
TiempoGris starting off strong here. I'm trying to think about that class situation we saw between them earlier. They both went for tech throw, and I'm trying to remember if, wait, doesn't the Resort Screwdriver win there? It's a 5-frame startup, I'm trying to remember the frame startup for throws in Granblue, or what throw invincibilities like the command throws from Ladiva. I just remember talking about that like years ago when Ladiva got that buff. But either way, TiempoGris has the corner, nothing, and TiempoGris completely out of break points, so no more counters.
These games always so exciting when both players are just one hit away from dying. Oh, that could have been it! Potentially 1,000 SBA confirmation.
That would have been insane. Nothing gets clipped by a fireball. Oh, the ultimate headbutt just to armor through. We bait out the ultimate Thunderbird, but alas, we're trying to avoid the chip kill. We spot dodge, and TiempoGris has the coverage to catch the recovery. So it's another round for TiempoGris. Hard fought, but well earned.
Having an early advantage. Hopefully this comes to touchdown.
All right, nothing finally getting in the corner. Oh, and you had the jab check, but you didn't follow up with it.
Oh boy, probably on the back pass. The other pass into the SBA extends the lead even further. Giving up so much space here.
Me 6XLs, making sure nothing has no plus frames to work with. We find the next hit. Optimize this combo enough to get the kill. Gonna need the Raging Strike to seal the deal, and TiempoGris goes up 2-0 on nothing so far.
Yeah, almost a stark difference in like closeout, because I feel like TiempoGris in the initial game was just all over nothing, and they just couldn't fight themselves out of the corner. That time they took a more like, I'm gonna sit on the life lead style approach, and it's just like, you know, why didn't you try to approach me? I have the entire screen to work with, and I ended up paying off in dividends as well. So
seems to be, and nothing actually currently hovering over the Galleon pick. Would give nothing another grappler, but no, instead we go over to Soriz. Trying to be the plus frame mid dispenser here.
The Rizzler, huh? I've seen this as a counter pick for nothing before. Now, from these circumstances where you have to reverse sweep, I think it can be a bleak thing to try to do, especially if you're going over the magic TiempoGris have it 20 sets over that. Let's see how it works out. So far, so good.
Yeah, TiempoGris. I'm just getting bullied right now by nothing. Gets the full confirm off of that EXDP. That's perfect time to match. Nothing's going to spend a brave point. Looking for some sort of reversal option from Tiempo. And yeah, this time you wait out that situation as nothing tries to double down on the same RPS as before, but Tiempo with the patience drops the ultimate riding free. There's no punish opportunity for nothing. Just needs one more hit to close this round out, but it's scary to find. TP, confirm available, and caught TiempoGris walking back. That's why you saw the blue exclamation mark. And at the low hit, we weren't blocking there, and so nothing closes out that round.
A big difference from Ladiva, right? We got a little bit more movement. We got some lariats and dash punches, all that good stuff. So lots of nothing to howl on the offense in some different ways.
Okay, we catch him in the plus frames. We try to close the gap here, but TiempoGris with the reactions able to stop the meaty from coming through with the DP. But nothing now. Throwing out more lariats. What a backdash and the whip punish! We're going to use so many resources just to put TiempoGris into this corner. Oh, with the drop? We hit the combo limit.
Heartbreaking stuff there. I mean, there's still nothing with the life lead, but it's definitely not the most satisfying position to be in. Capitalizes off the punches to try to find this 80 beauty damage that they need in order to take it.
Oh, that was such an ambiguous cross-up, and nothing was not ready to block it or to hold the block button. It's a next touch win situation for either player. TiempoGris pushing the chip, kill range, and nothing takes advantage of that. And that's a game on the board for Soriz.
Seems to be working out here still. Let's all out in the climb, right? In terms of reverse sweeping on TiempoGris. But this is a solid start altogether here for nothing.
And TiempoGris actually taking the time now to contemplate things, maybe sending some Discord messages or something. Go back to the room. Tiempo could also character swap as well, but no, locks in with the Beatrix. Just going to ready up for the change of stage. Let's see if that's the adjustment we needed.
Battle 1. Engage.
Around for the most part, yeah, just trying to figure out when these dash punches are gonna rear their ugly head, and nothing, just able to weave them in so nicely within the neutral game, getting rewarded with the pressure in the corner positioning.
For blow so far. Oh, it's the riding free that wins out. Dashing with the overhead. He's adding a little bit of chip damage here and there. We react to the ultimate skill with the Skybound art. Big momentum swing here, catching nothing on the wake up. TiempoGris has the straightforward corner combo to finish that round out and is now at set point.
Tested the reactions one too many times there and made it hurt. And now we're seeing multiple counterplay actions to the dash punch as that riding tree is doing a ton of work.
Not to mention too that you were able to bait out the Brave counter. Nothing waits for a deeper block string commitment. TiempoGris quick on the trigger with their Brave counter. Again, trying to find these close, heavy counter hits. Nothing not giving them anything to work with, really.
Far eight, back into the corner we go. Just pretty much whatever you want here. I imagine SBA to get that bonus point back, trade one from nothing. But now, fantastic for the team. Took the close out. The 2-8 check on the Brave counter. Unfortunate there for nothing.
Yeah, you didn't go in a top 8 with a 3-1 record just 20 days ago. And, well, we gotta see if Fidgeties has got that run in them again. I commented to them at that tournament. It's crazy to see them here yet again, but I mean, this is the power of V-Color. But Ryazo, looking out with that Thunder Flash. There's no Sandalphon coming out from them. They are locking in with their main 6, but Fidgeties also locking in with this V-Color.
You had said earlier that you hadn't seen luck on the side of Vikola as much as you've seen for Dragalia. And in my mind, I was like, yes, except for Fidgeties. Like, Fidgeties really able to embody that luck when they need it most. Going to be needing to embody it so much now in small damage communication. No Burger Point in sight and stuck in the corner as the op's going to be able to apply the pressure.
All right, get the throw here. Ryazo gets another one down as well. All right. To round up here, the head-to-head record between these two is quite intensive, actually. I mean, they've played a total of 23 sets, and Ryazo has won 13 of them, so it's a 57% win rate to a 43% win rate. And, I mean, Fidgety's really able to start sort of... Well, it wasn't even like with the V-Color changes, right? A lot of those wins for Fidgety seem to have happened a little earlier on in their encounters, but it's been fairly back and forth between these two from time to time. And Ryazo, well, trying to widen that win rate again.
Opted for the flip out off of the jab checks and just read Fidgety's soul, I guess, in order to get the SBA confirmation. Okay, back throw incident, but doesn't have any breaker points to work with. Needs to play perfectly and gets parried.
Yeah. Swung at the wrong moment. All right, Ryazo takes the first game here.
One. Engage.
Oh, man, it was still active, bro.
All right, and now Fidgety's got the items here. Perfect spot dodges against all of these empty hands so far. But Ryazo, so far, not really getting checked with these Thunder Flashes. Even the ultimate version to deal with the projectiles. That was so smart, but now you're sandwiched between the cannons. It doesn't matter, 6-claw execution. I feel like Ryazo is much more aggressive with some of these options than they were in their previous encounters with Fidgety's.
Yeah, and although those rounds didn't work out in their favor, I'm definitely recognizing the ideology, right? Just using that speed and quick screen traversal of those 6 ult skills, but not let Fidgety's get any of the item costs up for free. Applying that pressure, making them second guess the neutral options.
Star coming down for Fidgety's. Able to actually tack on in the middle of that combo for a little bit of extra damage. Ryazo locked up in this corner. Stenching here. Yeah, we're not able to build up to SBA in time. Oh, but the items are looking really good for Fidgety's. There it is. We do check Ryazo's approach with 5M. And that's a tied up set, 1-1.
Man, just a strong response from Fidgety, seeming unshaken from that game 1, and even some of the counters that Ryazo is showing, sticking to the plan and doing it well. Ooh, tried to press.
Alright, Ryazo off to a really great start, gets the shimmy as well. With the Gate of the Demon. Punishing Fidgety's and takes that round. Pretty explosive between these two.
Just start. Wow, it's triggering the parry that doesn't work out in Fidgety's favor at all. Love the interruption. And be able to find the SBA and all these cannons are played with no less. Really creating a playground of chaos that Fidgety needs to take advantage of.
Okay. I'm still trying to fight. Find a way in. For the wall feint. Fidgety knew it too, like didn't even spot dodge or have a reaction or anything, but now look at all that chip damage. Ryazo cannot be touched by anything. Oh, perfect photo, not the photo finish. Oh my, that was clean.
Battle 3. Engage.
Yeah, just felt the pressure. As you noted, from the sheer amount of chip that they took in what seemed to be a matter of seconds, losing that in Fidgety's favor. So final round situation, and you see right away with the momentum.
Star, duplicated by
Hello?
the catch. Okay, you got some RNG, I got some scramble luck here as Ryazo going for that Brave counter actually gets Raging Strike, and Fidgety's took way too long to actually apply some pressure, and so with that starter, Ryazo just seizes all momentum, has Fidgety's locked up in this corner. Not able to get the kill, the combo limits reach, we wake up with the mash. That was one of the things that was so crucial to Fidgety's incredible TNS run all those weeks ago, and Ryazo's checking it right now. Somebody went to the lab. Somebody said, never again. I will never lose again. Went out, got some new
that
swords.
round's got to be studied, man. Like, just... Next little Brave counter that ended up hitting me on the Raging Strike and the...
Just mashing right back into it. I think they realized, oh, there was a weird connection issue or something like that.
I can't tell if we desynced and like we're super desynced and Fidgety's won, or if they backed. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, well now the intros are rocking too.
Alright, I'm gonna call what I see on the screen. Because what's beyond the screen, I don't know at this point.
Yeah, I think that was just a button check. Oh, let me check my buttons. Brother, it's 2-1. Okay, well, players are scrapping like it's real. Okay, the game was finished by the time we got back in there, so that means Fidgety did win.
Yeah,
so
if they're playing again, I got him at this 2-2.
It replayed game 3. Oh, on spectate. So, okay, things got very weird. Wow, okay, so this is game 4. Ryazo is up 2-1. As Fidgety's in the corner, but incredibly low life. I mean, Fidgety just needs to force the situation, find the right mash. Gets blown up right there, actually. Frame trap by the medium version of our kick. And there it is again, not blocking the gates!
Yeah, I mean, madness aside, reality of the circumstances here, Ryazo just one round away from being able to take this. The EX dies, the air fireballs, the air stalls, all of that has been so on point to keep Fidgety's really in check, second guessing what they should be doing in neutral. You see there, the EX slashes.
Yeah, we advanced forward, right? But we also then tried to cycle through our dream item, and that gave Ryazo an opportunity to start swinging in. Lost access to the star. We do have a bomb on deck, though. Cannons, setting those up. Oh my god, the bomb catches! And look at the damage from that starter, too!
Mid-screen, no less. The Dankers are getting hit by the bomb. Nearly 50% on the confirmation, if not 50. That's Fidgety's sitting pretty here.
Triggering the teeth trap. More bombs in play. Ryazo respecting them, and Fidgety's just going to take control of the screen. But look at that, the patience from Ryazo to then find the perfect opportunity to go for the ultimate 6-claw execution. Goes with the shimmy. Fidgety doesn't fidget. Are we busting out like that?
Photo finish yet again.
Optimal. All right, starting off here though, Ryazo getting that grounded crouching hit stun state, one of the newer changes to 6.
Okay. Watch for the BC. Nice far H here from Ryazo. getting to the EX confirmation.
They're pretty dire for Fidgeties here. Gonna be put into a guess for game mix.
Let's see.
JD. JU rather, but not the second time around as Ryazo gets revenge for that.
Neither of them on stream, so it's hard for me to say. I'm trying to do research now.
Yeah, you look at that one, I'll get the head-to-head data. Tubby on that Zooey, as you mentioned before. Have a nice day, pulling up with Siegfried.
Looks like they did play today. Have a Nice Day was able to take it 2-0. It might have been part of that initial streak that Have a Nice Day had before they started queuing again. Yeah, and that encouraged Tubby to probably continue to queue. They have some of the most games within this top 8, so.
And I think everybody in top 8 pretty much played each other, so there wasn't really too many opportunities to avoid rematches in some ways. And yeah, with that set that they played earlier in the bracket, they've played 4 times in total, and Have a Nice Day has won every single one of those sets. I mean, what was the scoreline of that set ladder? Was it 2-0 for Have a Nice Day?
Yep, that is correct.
Damn. Tubby has never taken a game off Have a Nice Day in bracket.
That is wild, man. Especially considering the circumstances of what Tubby was in last week. So it might have just been like they did not run into Have a Nice Day at all during that run in top 8. So a bracket demon appearing in full form here if they want to get their 4 revenge tour going.
Tubby off to a good start here. Drop the SPA. I think that the Siegfried is going to survive it. So Have a Nice Day, just in a guess for round situation. But yeah, now you're just setting up chip kill. Nice DP. Tubby not waiting it out. Checks the throw though. Another brave counter. And I love it. Going for the lightning so that you have control of the negative edge to then force Have a Nice Day to make guess after guess. Or you're able to punish the second spot dodge.
Good stuff. Forcing those damn near checkmates Mario's. But Have a Nice Day. Just chasing down the backdash tendencies here from Tubby. Moving off to the distance. No dice.
Throw. Sides now. Distance is neutral. Tubby trying to call on the dragon, but that dragon gauge is incredibly low. Able to regenerate a bit off of that ultimate fireball. Have a Nice Day, and Tubby now trading brave counters.
Fireball commanding so much space, pushes Tubby into the corner, back up against the wall. Have a Nice Day. Doesn't have many resources, but I mean, it is Siegfried. If you're able to give him some of those rage strikes or anything like that, maybe even EX confirmation, could be enough to kill.
Yeah, now Tubby completely out of dragon gauge. Have a Nice Day. I mean, I'm just so impressed with their movements as well in that neutral. They're positioned perfectly to avoid the dragon's follow-up. But what a mash out from Tubby. Not able to get more of a follow-up there. You went for a shimmy of sorts. Oh, but we mash out. Close enough to the corner. Not quite.
That's what they were hoping for, just to seal the deal right there. Biting away. Pretty much has the life lead at this point. Chipping away. 16 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, you're just trying to keep Have a Nice Day contained at this point. As Have a Nice Day is barely building meter, 8 seconds left, runs and goes with a throw, manual tech. Tubby trying to disengage, brave counter to push away, drop the ultimate lightning. Oh, we just keep walking back, Tubby just committing. Oh, no, the throw!
Oh no, dude, what?
That's the first game Tubby's ever taken off a Have a Nice Day.
What a way to do it, man. Had there been not even a full second, a half a second more, I think that would have been Have a Nice Day's game. But the clock did not account for the rest of the Siegfried throw animations. I've never seen that before.
No, I mean, in some fighting games, sometimes your cinematic animations or your throw animations either freeze the timer or they don't. So keep an eye on that as this happened through. What an answer from Have a Nice Day. You timed me out? Okay, hold this perfect.
Battle 2.
Yeah, she's not shaken or deterred from carrying forward with the plan. 6-6L, and we're just looking to even this up as soon as possible. Have a Nice Day playing like it's still ladder. I still need as many games as possible, as many W's as possible.
But yeah, I mean, Tubby, the amount of stress and energy it must have taken to just get through that situation. I mean, you saw them not going aggressive, just trying to walk away, just trying to back up and contain Have a Nice Day. And now, you know, your nerves have got to be fried. I almost feel like Tubby is still recovering from the shock of that round. And finally, we're starting to see them get opportunities to fight back. But Have a Nice Day, still willing to swing. calling out Tubby on these gaps. What an ultimate fireball. You get the full pickup as well. Dash heavy for the confirm, and yeah, what a quick round from Have a Nice Day. Tying up the score in a heartbeat.
Believe in victory.
Textbook stuff off that old skill combination. I think you're right in the form of like Tubby trying to mentally compose himself all for such a stressful game, right? Whereas like Have a Nice Day, I feel like Vince to kind of recognize that, just overwhelming Tubby with the offense and staying on that left side of the screen pressure. So.
All right, yeah, but now Tubby very much feels like they've recovered. They got a bit of a groove going for themselves. Gets sniped out by these back specials. 2M checking the approaches. Tubby trying to brawl with Siegfried at close ranges. I feel like you could maybe try to opt instead to fight from a distance. You got like the tools to do so. But then again, I mean, Have a Nice Day was so good at playing around him. I can understand if you're trying to get better hits. Oh, we try to jump over the fireball, but not today. What a jab.
Okay. Lightning just really forcing themselves out of that corner situation they were previously in.
Dragon's gone now. Tubby has to do this solo. Bonus pressure, Lightning. Have a Nice Day dashing up. Get a little bit of Dragon Gauge back, but the Dragon is still not active. You can tell by the cursor, it's still grayed out, but like that, Have a Nice Day is going to reunite Zooey with her ally next round.
Yeah, you can see the Tubby is utilizing a lot of resources just to try to swing the to give him their favor, but Have a Nice Day with pretty much minimal options. You know, it's just mostly the fireball and 6XL. The basics, all you need in order to make it happen. Winning the resource war.
Run, just cancel. Yeah, and using the improved back special of Siegfried has a little more neutral applications. Ultimate fireball, point blank range. Okay, look at this damage, you're exploding. And that's without any buffs to Siegfried with 5U. Just clean with it. Have a Nice Day, gets the round. Takes game 3. Now has the set lead.
Believe in victory.
Yeah, we're seeing a little bit more peeking in as to what has led to Have a Nice Day's dominance in this player matchup, right? They're seemingly having full control. Tubby can't get Have a Nice Day off of them, no matter what they do. BC, reversals, even this Lightning to try to stabilize it from Dragon control. Just nothing seems to be deterring Have a Nice Day.
Yeah, not to mention too, Have a Nice Day's like defensive matching has been so clean at so many moments and just completely ready and aware of this Zooey matchup. We're gonna go for the combo that takes us right into this corner with that ultimate skill. But oh, here we go. A wake up throw from Tubby. Takes the Oki. Some more Lightning. We spot dodge. But as soon as like Have a Nice Day sees that, it goes, okay, I can now get even more aggressive.
Sure, with punish on in the Brave counter. Have a Nice Day. One round away from moving on here in the winner's side. Oh boy.
BP gets the reset. Gonna hit Brave counter, just more Lightning, and Have a Nice Day. Again, timing these challenging options perfectly. Sees the ultimate DP come out. Blows it up, has the corner. And I mean, this is some saucy routing. No, not the shimmy. Not the shimmy. Have a Nice Day.
Probably gonna be all that she wrote here. Have a Nice Day. Definitely having a...
Believe in victory.
Listen, they saw how successful it was for Ryazo. They said, I want a little bit of that. So pull out the 6 to go up against PGDC here.
All right, I mean, we'll have to see. These two have a long, storied history with each other. 33 sets played, at least not counting any sort of encounter they might have had today in the ladder bracket. And Fidgeties has the higher win rate with 21 wins to Dragalia's 12. We'll see what Dragalia has in store for us with this 6-pick.
Now everything's coming up Fidgeties as they're just setting up shop. Cannons pointed at you while you're in the corner. I can't think of more terrifying position in this game to be in. Able to navigate over is Dragalia.
Nice whip punish there. Dragalia's gonna get the full pickup. But I mean, you're living on a prayer with that near pixel of life. Go for the setup, but okay. Dragalia took notes. Fidgeties never blocks Gate of Demons.
That's SB8. We get to watch the cinematic of Celebrated probably take a sip of water at Dragalia. back literally up against the wall with nowhere to run, they're able to find a great escape and get the round. Beautiful stuff.
Battle 2. Engage.
Alright, well, Dragalia off that comeback once again finds themselves in that corner. It's Fidgeties. Oh wow, what a perfect intersection there. Somehow Dragalia anticipating that approach and gets the 6XL.
Yeah, just dashing and blocking, dashing and parrying, whatever you have to do in order to close that space against Fidgeties. Sacrificing some health in the process, off the clash. Roll break on both sides.
But we do get the punish as Dragalia try to approach. Fidgeties with full resources. We'll close this out with the SBA, no cinematic needed.
Battle 3. Engage.
Round start line to catch up the air. Not the full confirmation, but still a great statement to make. Give it to Dahlia.
Oh, the bomb comes through! Trying to take a page out of Ryazo's book with that 6-claw execution. Fidgeties, though, had the right item to deal with that situation.
He's committing all the bravery points at this time.
Yeah, you're gambling on keeping Dragalia at full screen range until you're able to just become a grappler. And the star's coming out as well. We blocked the overhead. But we have the coverage with the items. Mashes out that medium. Gets the check.
Believe in victory.
One of Fidgeties.
Yep. Dragalia sticking with it, no character swaps, so knows that 6 can beat Vagala. We saw it just like 30 minutes ago.
Catches the run back. It's going to be a combo for Dragalia. Gets the wall splat as well. Great awareness on the range. Now he's just running Okizemi over and over again. Until Fidgeties creates some space with that Brave counter.
Fidgeties feeling the pressure, feeling the Dragalia really trying to capitalize on the screen space. That's worth about reversal. Nice whiff punish.
Yeah. Not close enough to the wall to get an extension, but we catch Fidgeties not blocking low. With the range, we're opting for a route that uses a Raging Strike. Finishing it with the chain. One more hit. excellent optimization from Dragalia to get that kill.
Battle 2. Engage.
Has been very keen on, if they aren't able to spot dodge the EX dive, just opting these Brave counter has been very Brave counter happy, I would say, really using the neutral game.
Great.
That if the jump EX fireball finally working out for Dragalia on the go bait. Gotta equate into a game. We'll leave it in the 6 as we're tied up 1-1 now.
I mean, very understandable why that would be the case. I mean, it's coming together pretty well, able to execute the strategy. The confirms are on point. The pressure's looking good.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
And Fidgeties even coming into chat like 6s for people like Ryazo and Dragalia. Damn, that's like... Chat, is that racist?
I was wondering, what do they mean by that? Like,
what do you mean, though? Like, why'd you say it like that, though? Like pulling out of the mats to post in chat. Go to tech. Set up right now, all the cannons in place. Items, though, not quite going Fidgeties' way.
oh my god, can't believe that they were able to block that.
Defense from Dragalia, but I mean, even so, you're blocking, but you're still suffering tons of chip damage. I mean, look, we're already at Super Skybound art range. Star as well. Spike Ball, really good item rotation here for Fidgeties. Too soon on the throw or too far away. Either way, it doesn't work out, and Fidgeties takes round 1.
Yeah, I really like the hesitance from those closing interactions off the cannonball. Recognizing the 6 got that parry, and previous up with Ryazo, Fidgeties actually ran into that parry activation a couple of times, believing in their items. So just you know, looking, reacting, learning from his previous mistakes.
Combo with the cannon. Yo, we got 2 of those in a row, so we had such a long triple strike sequence coast to coast.
All right, man. Pretty much exactly what we needed for full screen quarter carry, half life combo.
Bombs in play. Dragalia tries to run forward, and Fidgeties intercepts it. Excellent space and control. It's 2-1 now for Fidgeties. Back against the wall, Dragalia. Last opportunity to switch characters if you so choose.
Such a hard call to make, right? The game plan is visible, it's digestible, and it's been executed by Dragalia. It's just a matter of if you want to believe in it. It seems like that is the case, putting the tournament life on the line with it.
Got a star in place, perfectly timed empty hand, actually just avoiding all of the zoning Fidgeties was trying to put out, and so now Dragalia has the player 2 corner. The mixing begin with punish with the 6XL. You could probably get the kill here, I think.
Leave a little bit of raging strike action straight to the pawn from the FCA. That'll do it.
So yeah, y'all pay attention to the timer there. That super started at 63 seconds and it froze it at 63 seconds. The supers in Granblue will freeze the clock, but throws do not.
Wait, not that Perry's Fidgeties. Dragalia getting a little bit too antsy in the process of running in to projectiles time and time again.
Well, execution move didn't follow up actually. Right, blocking the overhead. Dragalia and Fidgeties just both vying for their turn, but now look at this. The star was in play after the bombs. Dragalia just has to sort of respect the situation, taking more and more chip damage. Ooh, then we're getting snapped back at full screen. This is a rough way to approach. As Fidgeties drops that last Brave point. Opportunity for Dragalia. We're able to snipe with the 6XL. Fidgeties has to hold all this offense. Consider throwing out a DP at some point maybe. With the cannons.
A very slow, dominant round here from Fidgeties, but Dragalia has fought strong. Just can't quite make it happen. Finally, when we get that corner positioning, that's where the cheeky counter poke comes out here from Fidgeties. Match point.
I felt like Dragalia was just scouting for DP over and over again, but Fidgeties just held onto it and instead mashed at the very end of that sequence, right? Showcasing now I'm more confident in throwing out an invincible move. But yo, we got counter hit on the wake up there. That's a safe jump. What are we cooking there, Fidgeties?
There it is, that EX projectile working out yet again for the throw bait. This is familiar territory, but an unfamiliar perfect here for Dragalia as they stay strong. 2-2 with the tie. Trying to make it happen with the 6.
All right, be ready right back up.
Battle 1. Engage.
Starting off, throwing a brave counter very early on. Massive 2H here. Dragalia does stabilize the confirm, and so is going to get Fidgeties into this corner and let the mix continue.
Okay, push back full screen. Old skill just really wanted to dive back in there. You got to dive in there all right. A back throw into the corner is your reward.
Starts coming through, 6XM for the overhead.
Oh my gosh. Yo, the Belial Infinite. We found it.
Eat your heart out, Happy Chaos. I just press a button. Dragalia presses the dodge button, but it's too far away to get a full confirm. With a triple strike sequence follows up Dragalia now at set point.
What a massive turnaround. Raging strike off of the distance, but Dragalia was ready for it, not being tilted by the Belial Infinite in question. They're on match point now.
Punishing the Thunder Flash. Drops the bomb, not close enough for the cannons. Get right in there. Again, able to extend, but not quite with the optimal items to complete the full combo. Dragalia now gets the whip punish. It's a massive opportunity to stabilize and equalize, but just get one more hit.
Just needs a small area of opportunity. You can see how much screen space they've been able to maintain. Getting chipped away slowly but surely here. accidents cannot be made and just run straight into the loving arms of the Rocket. We're going down to a final game final round between these two.
Battle 3.
Finally, Vigidy's bust out with that ultimate DP. We really haven't seen it for a couple of rounds now in this set. He thinks that that long wait is going to lead into some conditioning where Dragalia stops looking for it.
Okay. No break.
Oh, we're trying to get in there, and you were point blank next to the cannonball as it went off. Oh, the damage Dragalia just took for that mistake.
Cycling right back in there. Yeah, you can tell Dragalia is just like, no, I need you at the corner. I need you at the corner now. Got to be able to find it. BC on block. Maybe looking for one of those clutch throw baits. Yup, goes for it, but Vigidi stays stoic, able to get that BC back into the cannon to go.
Both sides in that brave counter from each other. It's Vigidi standing with the last point. Dragalia going to take an extra 50% damage on every single hit. Was a little wary, I think, of that start, but he's interfering with the follow-up. Bust out with the SBA, but there's no cinematic there. Vigidy's still alive.
Got enough to kill. It's so tense. Still anyone's game, but just able to keep things close. Dragalia runs away with it.
In February of this year, so we will have to see how this throws down here. And right now, players are getting ready, letting the intros rock.
We shall see. Tubby still on the revenge tour, trying to make their way back to grand finals where they were last week. But again, as I was prefacing before the top 8 started, not an easy road to do it. A lot of bracket demons in store. See if they can overcome TiempoGris. Lose quarters. Here we go.
Giselle starting for Tubby. Bring TiempoGris into the corner.
Getting away, trying to bait any type of approach, throw. It seems that TiempoGris is just content with holding down until you try to charge the dragon. I won't have none of that. 6XL for your troubles.
Puts us back in the mid-screen. Before we deal with the plus on block situation. Both sides just react with their defensive options. TiempoGris with a quick DP. Has Tubby into the player 1 corner now. He's 5 heavies.
So much space.
Oh, wow. Caught by the overhead. Frames. Tubby just gonna respect it. Wants to hold on to the last break point for now. Finally spends it there as soon as we see the projectile come through. TiempoGris, I mean, you get the next hit. Tubby's taking an extra 50% damage, you can kill.
Right back though, off the DX, gonna go straight into the corner, off the SBA too. A sudden turnaround will give Tubby the life lead.
Oh, and we just get caught by the dragon. Tubby not able to confirm off of it, so one more opportunity here for TiempoGris. You know, Tubby's like respecting the fact that there's a riding free that you have to worry about, and oh my god, just full screen run up dash 6XL, gets a counter hit.
That was a very intriguing last closing seconds. I think Tubby was recognizing that TiempoGris was trying to react to something, right? And so Tubby was actually holding down back and tapping their guard button to force animation to try to bait TiempoGris to do something. And the moment that they went for an actual action, TiempoGris had to react with the SBA. That was nuts.
A bit here, now we're holding the corner positioning here as more and more of those Matcherino codes are getting claimed. Thank y'all so much for doing it. The clock gets the extension. Tubby now in a guess for game situation. Brave counters on the meaty jumping. Blade shimmy as well. Plenty of damage right here. The lightning comes through. Dagger pressures. The throw connects. His health running out. Not able to confirm off of that jab. Makes the GB.
Insanity. Pump the brakes at the perfect time. Just a complete soul read on the side of Tubby when it mattered the most. They were on a long haul with this game one. They both won it.
Damage. Dropping the combos. And look at that, we got the Raging Strike reset as well. TiempoGris will stop the damage with that Brave counter. getting some of their life. Tubby now, stuck in the corner. TiempoGris gets still Platyokey.
Okay. Knockdown, TiempoGris. Counter to nothing. Oh, lets it rip.
Second one baited. For that patience, Tubby is going to find victory in game 1.
Both players putting it all on the line in form of the bravery points to just simply not take any pressure, allowing for some very diabolical circumstances where if either of them commit to this counter hit, could be curtains. So let's TiempoGris that faltered first on that reversal. But Tubby's been having such a good eye for positive pressure on the fade out, so game 1 goes to them.
Tubby, strong corner pressure right here. TiempoGris is forced to respect the dragon a few more times. We need that recharge. Yeah, I mean, just look at this. I mean, you so much damage with just chip alone. TiempoGris has to make a play, finds it with the ultimate Thunderbird. Oh, and just like that, a match brings it all back into Tubby's control.
We're going to go for the SPA. This will be as close to curtains as we can possibly get.
Shimmy. Not quite gonna catch. TiempoGris.
Oh!
Oh, I respect it. You gotta make a play to get back in there. But the fact that Tubby was ready for a 2, it's a bad sign.
I'm really interested in like TiempoGris' play style here. I even kind of noticed this from their set from nothing. Like their favorite numbers are 1 and 4, right? Down backing and then holding back. Even when they have like composure in the corner, they will just create that space for them to react to controls like riding free or things of that sort in order to find the punishes. But it seems like that has not been working out in the long run as Tubby just applies more and more pressure to whittle down the life bar.
Yeah, good punish though. Tiempo recognizing that Tubby did not have enough of frame advantage to actually get away with it. Another one actually catching that dragon. But now, you know, Tiempo completely out of Skybound gauge. What a DP, and you get a Delta Clock extension as well. This is a massive opportunity for Tiempo. Tubby trying to stop it with that Brave counter. Only for Tiempo to seize it back. Okay, that's how it is. All right.
I love Granblue. All right. Yeah, there it is.
Whoa. Oh, not quite enough. But it doesn't matter. You get the chip kill. What a comeback right there from Tiempo. But I say chip kill, but it's like the little gap right there between caught Tubby pressing something.
The explosion splash damage from the ult skill made it happen. Yeah, it's so easy to get lulled into a false sense of security with how little TiempoGris does action. But no, they really are just looking for something to react to the entire time of the neutral game.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, we immediately switched up our tempo. Going from that slow defensive playstyle to all of a sudden just letting back-to-back riding freeze rip. And that puts Tubby into a guess for game mix-up here.
Oh?
I like that. You just back. You like that?
I think Tubby might have been playing 2 steps ahead, where they thought that TiempoGris was just gonna buff for a Brave counter, and maybe they were just already pushing the button to tech or something, but nah, bro just actually just took the cross and mashed.
I have a life lead there. Oh my, you extended your hurt box so much that you actually got sniped by that? Oh man, I'd be salty.
Create some space. Maybe force back to the corner via dragon.
I'll be down to the last break point now. Only a little bit of dragon gauge. But look at that, thanks to the changes of dragon, you get that launch now. Opening up a full combo. And Tubby, I think, with the Skybound art, is going to take down TiempoGris in this round.
That'll do it.
Battle 2. Engage.
Oh man, the jump in, able to catch TiempoGris off guard. They went for the 6 kill, nobody home.
Throw here. pressure. Tiempo trying to get out of that Brave counter, but it was blocked. Oh, intercepted again by that dragon throw.
Stutter stepping, forcing or daring TiempoGris to move to just crack under pressure, whether it's going to be a back pass, a jump, a button, a throw tech, anything.
And once again, Tubby has the corner, but Tiempo finds a way out, gets the extension thanks to that Delta Clock. But how much longer can he provide resistance? We get the run-up shimmy again, counter hit, using that vertical slash.
Believe in victory.
Now Tubby up 2-1 on Tiempo.
Looking good. It's like, yeah, what do you do with your Tiempo? You can see there's more actions coming out here. That's something that I was going to preface that, like, you know, I've appreciated Tiempo's slow pace to this matchup, but it just feels like by the time that they're, you know, taking their turn or playing neutral, there's already such a massive life lead for Tubby, right? So it seems like the answer to the day come across like, well, I'm just going to simply get started before they get started.
Now we're starting off with this corner pressure here for Tiempo. Finally, like, sort of winning, like, the early round situation. First time in a while, but as soon as I say that, things get a little bit cursed. Tiempo loses 2 Brave counters through that Rage Strike hitting.
We are out here skating some BC where there's defensively or offensively on both sides. Some 5/8s as well. Look for something. For the broken of all time, TiempoGris not biting.
Throw here as well.
So he's just testing the willingness of how much TiempoGris will simply take the throw. It's almost like they're hesitating. They're just like, I could run in and throw right now, but like, are they really going to keep taking it? TiempoGris finally breaks free.
Delta Clock, thanks to that command throw. Both side trading Brave counters. It's Tubby who gets a counter hit. Dashing up just to give a moment for Tiempo to press something else after their unsuccessful Brave counter. Plenty of Dragon Gauge as well. It's completely full. Take the plus frame. Tubby respecting it, actually, just letting TiempoGris apply some more pressure. Finds the mash, stabilizes, and launches with the Raging Strike to get Tiempo into the corner, but alas, the combo drops.
Knowing that TiempoGris is prone to taking those throws, puts them in a perfect territory to put them in match point. TiempoGris needs to fire back.
Alright, he just needs to win this next round to get their second ever tournament win on TiempoGris, but Tiempo has the corner, ready for that vertical slash. Now, both sides trading Brave counters with a spot down from Tubby, keeping the pressure up. The fireball photo from Tiempo. It's a massive win, Tubby. It's actually looking terrifying, and yeah, with that fireball, you immediately die. It's going to a game 5, Atkins.
There it is. If Tubby wants one of his wins over TiempoGris to add to the record, they're going to have to fight for it. TiempoGris holding on strong.
Got a competitive round of losers quarterfinals with both games going to a final game. Lighting in place. Tiempo whiffing that DP as Tubby was just too far out of range. Gets the full combo extension as well. And the Dragon Gauge back, so the pressure is going to be fierce, but Tiempo gets that Delta Clock activated. They're low life on this Beatrix. But now, how do you escape the situation?
That's been the question. Oh my gosh, we're going for guard crushes yet again. Gotta be pushing away as we look for the riding free.
Got the ultimate lightning, and we just deliver ourselves with that vertical slash. And now TiempoGris has a knockdown. Walk forward. Nah, you're insane. But Tiempo was somehow ready. Drops the Super Skybound out immediately. Regenerating Brave counters, stripping them away from Tubby.
Not quite the light, but yeah, able to find the meaty button. Not sure what Tubby was looking for there, but TiempoGris going to find the lead in this set. One round away from moving on.
Might have been a read on a throw. I mean, you know, you are up against the Beatrix who could ram throw you, so your throw tech options are a lot weaker than they normally would be. Speaking of, we do get the 5U from Tiempo. Again, so ready for those slash approaches. We let this one rock because, you know, our DP was on cooldown. Hey, yo, you blocked the cross of that time. I know, it's only falling apart. The overhead connects. I think this is cracking.
Yeah, all she wrote off the SDA. Slow and steady wins the race with TiempoGris. Pretty much poetry in motion within that set, the way that they were playing it out. 3-2.
Third character we've seen them on is going to be the Catalina. And have a nice day, Siegfried.
Yeah, that's what I meant about this Ryazo guy, right? Before we got to the top 8, I was just like, we've only seen one of the 3 matches. Who knows what characters they've been using throughout the entirety of the night. 2 other characters within this top 8, just 6 and Catalina respectively. So see how they match up. Have a nice day, Siegfried.
And Tubby, thank you so much for the raid. You had an excellent tournament run tonight. Rest up. Take care of yourself. Have a nice day. And Ryazo, well, they're trying to take care of each other here violently, so.
Just fishing away with that Catalina 5M, nothing in sight. Have a nice day, having the range advantage.
I feel like Have a Nice Day probably could have had a kill there, but backed up on the combo routing. Gets to the light wall, spot dodge, but this is pretty classic zoning pattern from Have a Nice Day. Throw out the fireball. I see that you spot dodge. Gives me the advantage now. I'm going to advance forward with his enormous back special in order to check in neutral.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, Ryazo throwing out a lot of these light walls. I gotta imagine it's in anticipation of the sword slam. You know, just a nice single strike special. If you're able to catch that off guard, it could be a nice punish. But this hasn't quite worked out ideologically quite yet. Have a nice day picking their spots extremely strategically.
Too many hits. The combo limit is reached, but Have a Nice Day still able to close out the game. Checking the approach.
Believe in victory.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I'm really interested in Ryazo's counterpick ideology and playstyle. I feel like they have very direct. How do I phrase this? It's almost like I can see the game plan and gears turning in their head in motion with the way they depict the characters. It's just a matter of executing game plan in question. This time it's throwing looping. As Have a Nice Day just caught and seemingly leaving their demise slowly but surely here.
TP is enough. Ryazo gets a perfect. I mean, it was throw into empty jump, throw into jump, delayed overhead, catching Have a Nice Day, pressing a button to detect what he probably thought was going to be a third throw. But now Have a Nice Day has the corner. Ryazo fighting their way out, gets the counter hit and side swap with it.
There it is. Yeah, they've been looking back for that pretty much all set long. I think that is like one of the core counterplay tools that they're looking to utilize in this category.
Able to mash out, take the turn. Catch Ryazo pressing. And go for the Raging Strike and Chain to extend EX or Krun into the command throw to get the corner carry. Light wall again, but we weren't able to get the punish this time around, and so now Ryazo completely out of break points, gets caught by that jab.
Battle 3.
A little bit too slow on the trigger there from the light wall activation. The spacing. What a whip punish.
One clash, two clash, DP from Ryazo. Rather from Have a Nice Day, catching Ryazo.
Yo, foot. So perfectly. Oh, wow. Yeah, I was going to say, I've been playing Catalina quite a while. I don't think you're in range for that, buddy. Unfortunate.
Try to get like what looked like to be the most optimal punish, but it just set us up for an unfortunate drop.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Yeah, I think he needs to do old skill fireball there, right? And then probably just corner carry or some nonsense, but it happens. I love one hit confirm. Don't get me wrong. I'm somebody that loves doing a single hit in the super. It just feels good, but wrong place, wrong time, unfortunately.
Ryazo trying to take the turn yet again. Have a Nice Day up 2-0.
Great.
Ooh, 6-0, make contact, a little bit of delayed timing.
This charge here for Ryazo, has to Have a Nice Day in the corner, catches the jump, stabilizes with the Raging Strike, trying to maximize his damage with the ult skill. 30-second chain, just as the combo limit is reached, we are able to get the kill perfectly routed by Ryazo.
Impressive stuff.
So,
Interrupting the early brave counter to just Ryazo.
2M comes through. Have a nice day bowling Ryazo in this corner. Extends. He put every skill on cooldown with this hit.
Right.
EX fireballs. Flying around, Ryazo gets to the Skybound art, but I mean, it still looks long for man. As have a nice day trying to get the chip kill, just mashes on Ryazo on that approach.
Battle
No
3.
fear. It just felt like Ryazo was stuck in that corner with no way to go. The X-Pressed. Again, gets the wall bounce this time.
Yeah, links with the 2 heavy. On top of that, takes out the Brave counter, close, heavy starter. Ryazo trying to optimize as much as they can. Another DP, at the first they don't succeed.
Back throw. Okay, this time finding the proper confirmation. Not enough to kill though. Into the combo maybe a little too early. At chip, the spot dodge. That checkmate.
That was something. Have a nice day waking up with the EX, the ultimate Okran. Not sure what we were fishing for there, but Ryazo sees it, reacts with their own DP, and closes that one out, keeping the set alive with this goth version of Catalina. Looking at the fit now.
Battle 1.
Fire.
Absolute fire. Let's see if Ryazo can push this a little bit farther. These two have played a total of 14 times in their competitive careers, and have a nice day. 11 wins to Ryazo's 3, so kind of weird to think about because you think of Ryazo and, you know, they made it so deep into Arc World Tour runs, but have a nice day, just a bracket demon for them.
Yeah, interesting. I was imagining it would be a bit more easy myself, so that is a matching over here. Ooh. The fireball trying to drag Ryazo back down to the ground. Not quite working out, but they still have this corner positioning.
Self-dispenser here.
Trying to force anything out of Ryazo, even at the point of standing still.
Ryazo just holding down back. Want to take an unnecessary risk. Taking a little bit of chip damage, and there it is. Right once Ryazo starts pressing, that's when Have a Nice Day finds the hit. Time limit to reach. Ryazo wakes up with the ultimate DP.
Yeah, Have a Nice Day just able to impressively just weave in and out, looking for either those spots where Ryazo was trying to press the M buttons and find a whip punish, or counter poke, or essentially interrupt the start of those M buttons and punches to try to stuff out the 6 or so approaches of Hava. So
Bring out this neutral. Ryazo respecting Have a Nice Day's zoning patterns. There's that Brave counter now.
whoa!
Wow, the DB actually beating the light wall.
Confirmation of the backdash with the bar L. Ooh, backdash himself to the corner. The back throw incident could get rough here for Ryazo.
Yeah, spends another Brave point, going down to their final one, gets the 5, the far M rather, to connect. Another service of it. Any damage here, but Ryazo now out of Skybound gauge. Won't find the kill, has the Oki.
Well, all the buttons in the world, stay away, you back, okay? No, bro, no! Oh man, like this. Straight to the Narmaya.
And well, TiempoGris not even pulling up with the Beatrix, instead has the Siegfried on deck here. And now this might be the most even head-to-head matchup I've seen in our top 8 tonight, as these players have played a total of 23 sets. Dragali has 12 wins to TiempoGris's 11. We are one set away from making this completely evened out.
About as even as you could possibly get it. TiempoGris looking for that perfect balance.
DP gets the huge counter hit starter as well. That's a dead Tiempo.
Now I do wonder what is the ideology for the Siegfried pick here, and as opposed to the Beatrix, right? I feel like it could potentially be a matter of Tiempo's play style. Maybe you don't want to hold back as much against Narmaya and just do something to flip or anything, but I'm not quite sure.
Alright, try to apply that damage. They got the 2 stacks so far, raising it to 20% if I remember correctly. Galia with the armor DP is gonna reset neutral, but wake up 2M.
Stuff in that approach. Out the Ur gonna do it. I love the transition so much, it's so sick.
Alright, go for the flips, brave counter. Maybe it's pressure. Oh, that's a massive counter hit. Tiempo gonna get really good damage. Health is pretty much equalized after that punish.
For real.
Counter hit. Cross up, okay.
Out to flipping. Keep your hands on the guard button at all times. The whip punisher from Dragalia.
Game of inches, man.
Enough to do it? You better believe it, Dragalia. Phenomenal ground game being put on full display as they take game 1. We're committed to the Siegfried pick here from TiempoGris.
Well, the Setsuna actually able to catch him. We get the crumple state. Short little combo there as Tiempo was able to protect the follow-up throw. Oh, you tried to spot dodge and take a turn. That was not the case there, but the flip going right over that fireball gives Dragalia another opening. Wake up DP from Tiempo, resets it to neutral.
Hey, yo, the spacing.
Oh, but again another flip as Narmaya is just clearing all of this mid-screen zoning Tiempo is trying to put out. Dragalia gets the kill as well.
Battle 2.
All momentum in Dragalia's favor. Had to get done yet another whip punish, this time on the 6XL.
Knockdown. Close. Okay, Dragalia, you're savage for that.
Alright, old school interrupting the startup, but we're having none of that. Old school reversal. The DC Warrior.
Alright, that's going to be game number 2 going over to Dragalia as TiempoGris
Believe in victory.
still locking in with this Siegfried.
They're committed to it, man. I mean, like, I've liked a couple of the ground game instances that they've been able to find. I think they're really still trying to figure out the fireball war in a sense. There's been a couple of interruptions they've been able to find, but that Narmaya, mid-screen with control stab has been going in their side, I feel.
And a perfect for Dragalia here. I mean, the Siegfried pick just seemingly not working out.
Pretty much at a now or never circumstance, but it seems like Dragalia hasn't skipped a beat throughout the entirety of this set. He gets a counter hit, 2M starter, EX flip. Okay. Just the wake up button.
No, it ends like that. Damn. The Grand.
Victory. Battle.
Oh yeah, the EX Grand. All over the character flex screen tonight, it seems. Let's see if they'll be able to put a stop to the Dragalia momentum. As you said, so much struggle, able to see a brief period of light, wants to let it shine for as long as possible. There it is, Ryazo going to be able to find that ult skill. Finds a way out of that corner.
Checking here. Catching.
Ew.
Wow, we got caught right there. Block button check, and he failed it.
Battle 2.
We might be back on the... We'll have to see, because I'm not sure what all the character data is between like these two, but I have the head-to-head stuff, and across the 37 sets these two have played, not counting anything else from the night if they haven't counted each other in the ladder. Ryazo's 122 this set, so it's a 59% win rate to Dragalia's 41% win rate. Okay. But, you know, I mean, we're not, I don't know how much we're looking at the full story here, because, like, how many of those sets has Ryazo pulled up with EX Grand?
Yeah, exactly. One of the a couple updates, though. So.
Jump in, empty low, good block from Ryazo. Bust out with a reversal super, does it work? It does! Wow.
Yeah, I was a little concerned on the hang time there from Narmaya. I know that's a very horizontal reaching super, but luckily for Ryazo, able to still make contact. Look at the 2H, no confirmation, but the statement has been made.
Hey, stop flipping. I've checked you once, I've checked you twice. There's a brave counter from Dragalia trying to take the turn. Swapping between all these stances. Ryazo gets the next hits, but special camp is coming through. It's old grand combos. Welcome to the EX world. How is it still going, brother?
Hey, are they dead? I don't think so. Okay, no, never mind.
I was like, damn! How many of these air hits you gonna get away with, man?
For real.
Too clean, alright.
Drag not readying up quite yet, just taking a little bit to think it over.
Battle 1. Engage.
Cell goes Dragalia's way. Catches Ryazo pressing something.
Oh, yo, the big swing on the 5H.
Oh, they both went for old fireball. Ryazo's was better for that situation. Oh, trying to check something on that flip, but gets counter hit instead. Dragalia now has the corner. Drops a raging strike just to extend the damage a little bit more. Ultimate Setsuna to restand. One more raging strike and chain is enough. Expertly done.
Yeah, that'll do it. It seems like Ryazo got stuffed on the 2H attempt, right? Which is something that they showed that they're capable of doing before. It's a little bit too late on the trigger this time around. Oh, call up on the landing. Wake up buttons. I know you're not doing the safe jump. Get off me.
Bot dodge, but still working out. Dragalia gets the throw, puts Ryazo into this corner. Tries to apply a little bit more pressure. Skybound gauge building up. Dragalia is going to have access. Super Skybound art. Both sides will have access. That was such a scary run up. Triple strike overhead. Okay.
Right. Well.
Finally gets it.
Dragalia practically begging Ryazo to not take the throw and just, again, stow it. Run it down back for as long as it takes. Oh, the unfortunate combo drop. That could have been a lot of damage on the table for Ryazo.
Now, counter hit there on that jump in, catching some sort of maybe fuzzy match tech. Dragalia pushing Ryazo into the corner. Throw connects, equalizing the life total. Ultimate Fireball gets Ryazo the knockdown. We're back in mid-screen.
IBC, UBC, we all BC.
Everybody everywhere, and there it is! Busting out with that Super Skybound out, reacting to Ryazo's approach. Dahlia ties up the set, one apiece.
Having some low power here. I mean, they fought so long and hard in this bracket. You know, they're going to be able to take them out. They're going to be going out swinging. Look at that. Still has the keen reactions. You know, 20 sets later or whatever it is, to not get hit by Raging Strike.
Strike low connects. Trying to run a little more offense here. Great counter from Ryazo down to their final break point. Dragalia, wake up DP. Sets pressure. Ryazo says, I got one of those too.
Another one.
Another one.
Knocking on the door here with these 5Ls. Dragalia has had enough. Oh, very ambiguous there. I think Ryazo might have potentially got crossed up there.
Battle 2.
So. Now has the throw. Wake up DP from Dragalia yet again. UDB, IDB, UBC, WBC. Bar for bar, is that how it is?
Could be resource for resource, meter for meter.
Dragalia down their final break point. Throwing Ryazo, starting the offense. What a mash out from Ryazo, expertly timed. And yeah, there should be death. Extra 30% damage to help you secure the kill.
Man, how does he do it? It's just a matter of like when he's going to press, and it just seems like whenever he presses, he's right. Like, insanity.
It's a talent I wish I had.
Same.
I can press the buttons, but my timing is wrong.
Alright, all the way to the corner with this. He's still going.
Still trying to get in there. Great counter comes through. Dragalia now trying to find the next opening. Gets it with the throw. Punish right there. Brave counter. Oh, we missed the anti-air. Here's Ryazo. Now has the corner situation. Super Skybound Arch dropping through.
There it is. This is just such an interesting stuff to watch. Like the explosiveness of EX Grand coming into full fruition here, but just like Ryazo wins a round off of landing like 2 or 3 hits. And it's also another one of those things where it's just like I don't feel like Ryazo's doing like a ton of actions per se, because of course like EX Grand doesn't have access to like the traditional fireball. It's a fireball that doesn't travel full speed and everything, but there it is, another one of those timely counter pros as Ryazo and be able to push the corner with this. Got him.
All right, Ryazo now set point. This is how the run ends for our current reigning Paragon line champion. Oh, not the handshake. Anything but the handshake. Oh.
Especially not at this time and not against this character. We'll see how much damage we've been able to pull off here. Dragalia fighting for their life. Oh, no. Let it rip. You're not dead, right?
No, I think you are. You lose a break point here, extra 30% damage.
Sam.
Believe in victory. Battle.
All right, yeah, we are mixing up the characters here. Ryazo's first repeat character up tonight, the EX Grand. Try to see if this is the answer. Have a nice day, Siegfried. DP comes out, stopping that pressure. Two are scrapping back and forth. It's a big counter hit, though, for Have a Nice Day.
Now, the thing I find interesting about this set is that during the entirety of the losers finals, Have a Nice Day was doing a lot of political posting about how, you know, EX Grand is basically just Siegfried but better. You know, all the damage, all the things that Grand can do. So I feel like this is a set that Have a Nice Day literally can't lose in terms of like, if they win, then they win and they get like $100+. If they lose, they also win because they get to maintain the agenda that EX Grand is just Siegfried but better. So.
Fireball's gonna check the approach. We get the 6XL now. Ryazo has an opportunity. Runs up, gets the throw. Have a Nice Day trying to press a button and timing didn't work out. Oh, you see that? We did the brave counter and autopiloted the cross-up jump. Nice DP seeing that. Have a Nice Day was committed to that special move, so pretty guaranteed reversal option there.
Yep, nice little SBA. Not enough to show up with damn near will. DC here from Have a Nice Day. The double 2L check.
Checking the approach after I think that last BC was only a punish hit, so not as much frame advantage for Have a Nice Day to close the gap. Whiffing the TP here, savage. Oh, big 2H.
Wrapping away.
Drop the ultimate fireball. Wow, the triple strike. Yeah, now Have a Nice Day has his corner position. We've seen Ryazo stuck in here before.
Right. EX ult skills, button 660. Anything to make Ryazo crack. It feels like they've been on defense for like 40 straight seconds.
Okay, a couple counter hits as Ryazo's able to push us back into mid-screen. Have a Nice Day still with the pressure. What a 5M check! You get a grounded combo as well. Drops the combo though once we get to the corner. Have a Nice Day techs the throw. No conversion available after that fireball. Ryazo now trying to wait this out. 26 seconds. Oh my gosh, the back special poke. There's still the life lead.
Wow.
The TP comes out at the last possible moment before Have a Nice Day's ult fireball could connect. The patience just beguiling Have a Nice Day in. Okay, that's game to Ryazo. More than his Catalina could have said before. But we'll have to see if this pick for them is still going to be the answer. Have a Nice Day thinking for a moment. Watch back in with Sieg.
Battle 1. Engage.
You gotta figure out how to open up Ryazo and not just simply let him counter poke and do half your life bar and carry you to the other side of the screen. Time and time again. Can't keep getting away with it.
He comes through. The throw is going to completely whip us. Have a Nice Day jumps on wake up and puts Ryazo into this corner. Whole bombos here with the Sieg. Counter to stop the special pressure. Oh, fireball gets the knockdown.
Get off of me.
2H, but the empty jump from Ryazo keeps them safe. Have a Nice Day down on the final break point. Has Ryazo locked up in this corner. Spot dodge.
Attack.
What's crazy, I mean, Ryazo finds the right hit, kills Have a Nice Day here.
30 seconds on the clock as well.
Spot dodge. Ryazo more than content to just chill out in this corner. Both sides, no brave counters left. I mean, Ryazo, you know, suffers breath. The throw.
Oh!
No, wait! You don't have to do it like that, man. Oh, what a soul read.
He just knew, and now he's cranking up the pressure tenfold. Here we go, throwing moving.
Brave counter spent. Ryazo trying to press out. Get frame trap. Have a nice day, being very liberal with these. Brave counters already down to their final one. 50% extra damage for any hit Ryazo gets, and with full Skybound gauge, I mean, the right hit leads to death. Oh, but it's Have a Nice Day who finds it.
Yeah, he wants to go into the SBA. Will be nice for the resources, right? Have a nice day, get the Bravery point back, get drain one from Ryazo. Maybe put the fear of something into them to try to match. It finally happened. That's what needs to be done.
Wow, just the patience right there too. Walking up, I think even holding the guard button to have that block animation that Siegfried had going in his face. Unbelievable play there from Have a Nice Day, but tries to go for the DP to steal the turn again and leads to a full punish from Ryazo. Have a Nice Day in this corner. Will BC yet again. Ryazo replies with one of their own. What a spot dodge!
Beautiful. There it is, got a standing reset combo. Another one.
How did you time that?
You know, I guess. That is something that I have noticed about Ryazo. I think they're buffering in like fuzzy options on like safe jumps to where it's just like, yeah, if you're going to go for the safe jump, I'll block. But if it's like I'm not in block stun and action is coming out, whether it's like 5L or throw, they've been really solid on that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, that's why that worked there. Have a Nice Day went for the cross up after that counter hit BC, but the jump normal didn't actually connect against Ryazo, and so that fuzzy mash throw was able to work, and now Ryazo has Have a Nice Day in the corner. What a complete reversal here, as Ryazo is up 2-0 and Have a Nice Day Siegfried with this EX Grand. But Have a Nice Day gets the back throw. Another one. We're grappling now.
PC.
Just these menacing walk forwards.
Yeah, it's like Have a Nice Day completely gave up on running, completely gave up on 6XL. He's reaching deep into the bag to try to open up Ryazo. It seems to be working.
Seems to be working. We're going to drop this into the Super Skybound art, killing Ryazo on the first hit. Okay.
Battle 2.
Solid round there for Have a Nice Day.
I think that's also like, I've noticed that Ryazo throws out these fireballs, and I think it's going to be a grand EX matchup specific thing to get comfortable with the range of what those actually are. So I've seen Have a Nice Day go for like spot dodges or like things that act like it's an actual fireball, but it's straight up a whiff. They could potentially take space, you know?
Right, yeah, and Have a Nice Day had the DP punish, but dropped it midway through, so that's some damage left on the table. Both sides nearly at equal HP. And equal break points now. Ryazo gets frame trap, but no confirm. Have a Nice Day just takes the turn again as Ryazo is trying to run up to close the gap and start some more meaningful offense. And Have a Nice Day is just going to close it out, finally getting one on the board in this grand final.
Believe in victory.
Fighting back, showing signs of life. Let's see.
Two LOs catching Have a Nice Day. Ryazo's going to stabilize with the Raging Strike. After all, so many cooldowns were spent on that initial confirming. Good jump. We get another match. Have a Nice Day. The frame traps working out spectacularly.
Patience. Having a 6XL off, it seems.
This is Granblue Gaming. That's why we have t-shirts of this. Granblue players, this is so ass. Everybody else, this is so ass.
My dash light attack.
Have a Nice Day. No breakpoints left. Ultimate fireball, but the range. That or the clash with the other fireball causing it to dip out. This is scary. I mean, Ryazo just needs to find that hit, and they know it. They're looking for it.
Oh! Oh, dude, what? He doesn't have bravery points. He might have gone for a raging strike, but he's out of bravery points.
Yep. Check the throw. Bust out with the DP. And catch Have a Nice Day with a fireball on wake up?
Battle
Oh
2.
my gosh.
Spot dodge on wake up there. Nice shimmy. Right. Trying to apply those buffs with Magnians.
What a well-timed reversal from Ryazo. Now he's just going away.
And the cross up. Ultimate DP. Side trading blows. Have a nice day. Second stock of Magnians. Increasing Siegfried's damage. 6XL is going to connect. Oh, but Yokra not able to reach at that range. Oh, both sides committed to the ultimate skill. Let's have a nice day. That wins out. Final round here in game number 4. The reset on the line.
Like they're playing this so surgically, but also so risky, right? I've noticed that they're, right here, they have such a tendency to BC pretty much any EX action that EX Ren is throwing out there to not be subject to that pressure. They have Ryazo locked out in the corner, but it's under such stressful circumstances.
Yes, indeed, and they once again go for that and find themselves with only a single break point left. Ryazo tries to shimmy, but Have a Nice Day knows the throw is not going to kill them. It's going to be the strike. Whoever wants to die. That's crazy. We might be right.
Oh man, in this situation could be the case. BC, no, bro, no.
Just like that, Ryazo takes their 4th ever set over Have a Nice Day and resets Grand Finals. Leak the chord voice call. Was that a new message? Or was that there before?
And I think that might have been there before. I'm not sure. Oh man,
it was before. Okay, I heard Killer. These two might be hanging out, talking smack or whatever in a chord. Have a Nice Day's already ready up with the Siegfried. Have a Nice Day taking the moment right now to maybe ready up, maybe get some water, stretch, talk more shit if they're in the Discord voice call together.
Love it. Oh man, yeah. I mean, like Khalil's been here week in and week out, seeing these Granblue Fantasy versus Rising sets. So having the call after the double BC and then being quoted as saying, "Oh, Hava wants to die," like it was in my head. I just didn't really want to say it. I'm just like, dude, this is like such a dire circumstance to be in. And next thing you know, we're getting a punish route that even if he had more life, was going to be doing upwards to around like 70-80%. So this, man. It's like, what does Hava do? Like, I am wondering if they're going to be more willing to take some of these EX options that Ryazo's throwing out there, because it's just like, it's like clockwork. Anytime they block any single one of them, I haven't been able to form an ideology of what Ryazo does after it makes contact, because you get a BC every time. So I don't know if they're going to be a little more conservative in that matter, or if that's what they're going to commit to.
Either way, starting off here with a strong opening, putting Ryazo into this corner, but just like that, Ryazo fights back. We are here in Grand Finals reset. 3 more games is what either of these players needs to win to close us out. Ryazo went for some sort of ultimate skill right there, and Have a Nice Day's match interrupted it. There's the DP, calling out the gap. Five, man. Swinging that Keyblade ass looking weapon like.
It's establishing the no pass zone. You can't pass, you can't dash, you can't do anything but hold, assist, pressure. Anything we can do, SPA, keep it simple, you better believe it.
All right, that's round 1 over to Ryazo.
Battle 2. Engage.
The rut row.
Have a Nice Day. Wanted to reply with their own DP, but Ryazo was ready for it. It's a standing reset here. We're going coast to course. This is a mid-screen DP punish, by the way. Dex.
What an interruption. You're not. You are. Listen, realization, you are.
Yes,
Oh,
man. Okay, Ryazo, okay. See you with that freaking
Believe in victory.
red-haired Cheerio Enya looking Keyblade wielding heaven. Looking at this bro like, dude, why'd you bring a reed to a sword fight?
Right?
Go here for have a nice day. Manual tech from Ryazo. Has the right read there. Have a nice day. Again, down to a single break point. So this just gives Ryazo, who already has an explosive character, so much extra damage. And now, have a nice day out of it. You're taking an extra 50% damage. Yo, you're just dead.
I don't even know what to say, man. It's just like, doesn't want to take the pressure. And I get it, but it's just like playing under these circumstances. It seems so stressful. It hasn't worked out quite yet.
Yeah, there's still more to that combo too. Like, oh no, have a nice day. Are you a salesman tonight? This is all part of the Siegfried agenda. Granted, I don't think he's necessarily that good either. Certainly a strong character, but relative to others, very strong characters.
Right.
Oh, get the hit. Big damage here. There's Excel. Raging Strike. Able to link this into 2M. This is good routing.
Ooh, BC off from distance. No capitalization.
So?
No way, bro. No way, bro. What?
Damn, this is the Ryazo that's tired of losing.
Oh my gosh. Would you press 5M for $100? Ryazo said yes, but only at the right time.
At the right time.
Believe in victory.
And have a nice day. Maybe playing on full tilt. Rocks in immediately again, sticking with this Siegfried as Ryazo puts him immediately into the corner. Brave counter tries to take that. Ryazo mashing on negative frames. Oh, it's so over. Oh, it's so over.
It might be, man. Yeah, he doesn't even have to play at this low pace anymore. It's just a soul read at this point. 5H is not a safe jump at all. 2U SSVA could be a momentum builder, but it's still a tall mountain to climb, man.
Mad damage here for have a nice day. Gets a throw. Another one. Ryazo's still alive. Yeah, you're looking for DP, you're looking for MASH, but you get caught by the EX fireballs, you're running up! Timing.
That might have been the perfect spacing for that as well, man.
Flash, immediately into throw.
Oh no, dude.
DP. As I say, gets the jump, reading the throw. Cross-up combo. The fireball. Uh-oh. Big opportunity here for Ryazo. On the damage here. Have a nice day. Holding on to the break points at least. Is not taking an extra 30% for this, but I mean, look at this.
One more situation. Should you get opened up? And it is opening up is what has happened here for Have a Nice Day. Ryazo able to get the full sweep on the...